wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. Looks like we're starting out Monday Night Raw with Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. Is this going to ruin Cody's story? Is Drew finally going to get on a winning streak?
Is he?
I mean, he's been losing nonstop since he lost the title back to whoever he lost it to. Was that The Fiend or something? I can't remember who he lost it to, but
something like that. We have Walter in the chat, Brandon.
Oh wait, he lost it to The Miz.
Brandon Stevens in the chat. Sophie is with us. Robert Warney is with us.
It's Cody.
And Piccola is here.
Oh, Piccola's in here.
Nice.
Up in here.
Cody's coming out.
Yeah, with a Cody cutter. Oh. Trying not to let that happen.
Throw it on the floor. Just kidding. Anyways, Walter says, hey Travis, hey Daphne, Raw tonight. Walter also says, good matches, can't wait before Chamber pay-per-view. Brandon says, hey Wrestling Gab. Walter says, Drew McIntyre for the win. Sophie says, hi, welcome back, D. And Robert says, hey WWE Monday Night Raw time. It is. How was everybody's weekend? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend this weekend. I don't know how many of you didn't have to work today for President's Day. Most people have to, though.
Yeah, it was like a
Only
normal
the weird
day.
special people don't.
Government employees.
Yeah, anything that has to do with government type or banking usually and stuff like that. So Walter says, okay, at 9:05, I'm going to be here Wednesday for AEW. Still here. So he says, how was your night off from doing this past Friday night? It was pretty good. The symphony was actually really fun. It was nice.
Of distraction.
No symphony, just regular orchestra with horns and string instruments and other woodwinds and stuff, things you don't like probably. So he said that, and Piccolo says, hey party people. Robert says, I had a great weekend. I hope y'all weekend was great too. It was very nice.
Yeah, UFC was pretty good on Saturday too.
Yeah, well, yeah, the UFC was on Saturday.
Volkanovski lost his championship.
Yeah, he did, to the number 3 guy.
Who does number 3 work for?
I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of a weird punch that got him too, but that's how it rolls in the UFC. Pretty much how it usually goes anyways, from what I've seen.
Starting it out tonight with Cody and Drew Mack. We also have Chad Gable going one-on-one with Ivar again. We've seen that one a couple times.
Yeah, but is that for another spot in the Elimination Chamber or something, or?
Possibly. I don't think so. I think the men's is full.
Okay. I know they were doing some dumb shit for the women's.
The women's is not full. There's still one extra hole.
I guess Sonya Deville and her longtime fiance/girlfriend got married this weekend.
Uh-oh.
It's all downhill from here on out.
No more oral sex.
Piccolo says, I had people over to watch the NBA All-Star game. Oh, yeah, that was this weekend, too, huh?
So that game already happened? I figured it was tonight. I was going to look for it.
Oh.
I thought they did it on Mondays, the actual game. I knew there was festivities. What was Steph Curry going one-on-one with a girl in the three-point contest? Like, she was going to win or something? It was kind of weird. I was like,
Blood Ninja in the chat says, hey, you're back. Are you talking about moi? Me?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm back.
Nobody likes it when it's just me.
I would have been here on Friday if they had the symphony for a different night, but they don't. And so I was like, well, I haven't been to the symphony in a long time, so I said yes.
She said yes.
Blood says, you wasn't on SmackDown. I wasn't on SmackDown. I know that Travis was here for a little while. I don't know. Didn't you say you had some issues kind of at the end of the... No, it was on the whole time?
Yeah, there just wasn't a lot of people up in here. Yeah. Or chatting.
So Travis had his guest appearance of person was here. Chris Akane is in the chat. Hey, Chris says, hey, guys. Hello. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Hope so.
Did you have, was it Walter's birthday on Thursday last week? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good birthday, Walter, since I didn't get to say anything on Friday. Equal says, Sabrina's impressive. She had 26 points, and that was the same amount as the NBA 3-point participants.
Yeah.
Who was Sabrina?
The teenage witch. She's
Is she like is she a basketball player?
Yeah, I think
she's
she's
a college player or something?
College, WNBA, one of the two. I don't know what she does.
Pico says, but Steph had 29 points.
You wouldn't be able to go home if you lost to a girl.
Yeah. Jocelyn Pina in the chat. Hey, Jocelyn, it says Stephen Curry made 29 3-pointers. He made 29 points at 3 points apiece.
No, I think no.
He made 29 3-pointers. Oh.
Yeah, okay, hold on. I don't even think that's accurate.
Okay.
They have different balls, and each ball has a different equivalent.
Oh.
So most of them are 1. The brown ball is 1. The rainbow ball, whatever it is 2. And then I think there's 3-point balls, but they're further back, and they're green or something. Or they used to be. I don't know if that's still what happened, but.
Huh.
And those are worth more. So the points are. It's like how many balls actually went in the net. That's what I care about. Not how many points you got.
Kegel says she plays for the WNBA. I really don't know her, to be fair. That's okay. I just wanted to know like what she played in. I didn't know if the NBA, if it was just they were doing something like with college kids, you know, they have their all-star game, but they like have like a little competition with like up and coming, you know, college people or something. I don't know. But I mean, that's pretty good for a women basketball player.
Yeah, I guess she shot from the men's 3.
Is she that girl? No, the girl I'm thinking about is in college
Yeah,
still,
she broke the all-time
she's phenomenal.
NCAA record
Yeah.
for points.
Yeah, she's really great. Yeah, that's the only one I think I saw.
Women should watch the NWA or WNBA so it becomes popular. I mean, they're 50% of the population. Support your gender.
Right. Stop putting men in your crap.
Yeah, don't. Well, no, they don't do that. But I'm just saying, don't put it on men to subsidize your league. Do it yourself. I mean, those women can go to it and spend money. They spend money on other shit, right?
It's true.
They drive the market. Drive the market of sports. Why don't women like women's sports? And is it the same reason men don't like women's sports? Is because they're not the best? Because I have a buddy that said, well, nobody wants to watch the women because we know the men are better. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like that.
You have to go by
women,
their own thing, because women against other women are, one team's going to be better than the other team. You're going to have phenomenal basketball players within that league or wherever of women that are going to be way better than other women in the league, kind of thing.
Right, then that's what
you
I'm saying.
You have to base it on its own thing instead of like blurring the lines and trying to make them like both the same thing or whatever.
And don't do that, because there's a reason there's a WNBA and an NW or an NBA.
Well, that and comparing them, it's kind of like what we talk about with wrestling, right? Like, don't compare AEW and WWE. I mean, they used to be a lot different. I mean, they're kind of a little the same now, but
right. But I'm talking about women's wrestling and men's wrestlers, right? Like,
well, yeah, there's
Rhea
a completely
Ripley
different story, but I
is
really
not Roman Reigns.
No, but I do want to see them wear the same outfits.
The men?
I want the men to wear the women's outfits.
Right.
And
definitely
vice versa.
want to see the women wear just the tights.
I'm kidding.
Chelsea
but no,
Green.
I'm just saying, like, you just can't. And it's like the comment that Jocelyn said after they said the comment about Curry made 29 3-pointers. Jocelyn says it proves he's better. Proves he's better at what? Like, are you comparing it to a woman, or are you comparing him to his other all-star people that were doing it?
Steph's probably the greatest 3-point shooter.
As long as he has nobody coming at him, he's fine. Because the minute you put that man under pressure,
I'm just saying, well, the league's changed. He wouldn't have been able to play in the 80s.
No,
he's
a weenie pants.
Early 2000s would have been iffy, but then when he came in was like 07, 08.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they did with football, and they're like, oh, you can't do that. They have to make it a no-touchy zone, and oh my God, it's flag basketball. So I
basketball's funny because they don't. The rules are more like a guideline, right? Like
yeah,
like traveling doesn't exist. You'll watch some guys; they'll take 5 or 6 steps.
Yeah, it's weird. I've
and
seen
you're
it.
Like, huh? So they could do that? It's like it's a guideline. I get it. And if they're a star, they don't want to blow a whistle because people in the audience might turn the channel or something. But it's like shit. Make it competitive.
Yeah, make him have to work for it a little bit more. Anyways, we were in a commercial break,
Cody,
but we're back now, guys.
Getting beat up. This is a risky match for Cody.
For Cody, yeah.
I feel like if he tears anything, they're not going to let him finish the story if he gets injured.
Oh, yeah.
So if he gets injured before Mania, he's not winning.
Yep.
And they're not going to bring him back again to finish the story at SummerSlam or next year's WrestleMania or that.
It might be over.
And the whole thing is finish the story, finish the story, finish the story. If anybody's going to finish a story, it should be Sheamus. He needs to come back, beat Gunther. That's his story.
Yeah.
And that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
But, you know, the only story that matters in wrestling is Cody's. It's Cody's story.
Well, I don't even know if Sheamus, what kind of injury he got and why he's not back yet.
Yeah, me neither. For all I know, it could be a neck. I hope it's not, but...
Piccola says Larry came out of his shell, and since it was Indiana, I guess he had to make an appearance. Larry Bird.
Yeah. Larry Legend.
He came out of his hole in the ground.
His hobbit.
Chris says, how long before Rock's daughter starts to become a dumb slutty cunt and say, my daddy is on the board, if she hasn't yet?
Nah. I don't know if The Rock would put up with it.
I don't know how much she would want to spew that around in the locker room. I'm just saying because women are way, way meaner than men will ever be.
Right. And her dad might not like that attitude. He did have to work a little bit. His dad was in the business. His whole family's mom's side is legendary. His dad's side's, his dad was decent. Wasn't great by any means, but he wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
He got his dad's physique, like that style of physique. And then he got, the everything else from his mom's side.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry about getting overweight. He got that from his dad's side.
Sophie says, how was your weekend? Good, Sophie. How was yours? Robbie says, big up. The combo D and Travis. That's better than the 2-piece at KFC. And Sophie says, Cody versus Drew starting us off. Yep. Walter already wants Drew to win. Yeah. Walter already wants Drew to win, which he is a bad guy, but that's all right.
I like it. I definitely like going with the Drew McIntyre. I'm still going with Cody. I just don't want Cody to get injured, so I don't actually care how this ends.
Pico says, better than rice and gravy. Okay. So he says, I was here Friday night, but after a while I left to another watch along. Happens.
It happens.
Robbie says, D totally let my big up go over her head. Sophie says, Peacock ordered a series starring Steph Curry. Is it about Curry and the Currys from all around the world?
Is he going to be in the WNBA? Score 180 points a game?
Is he going to play white chicks? Walter says, Drew, come on, but I respect Cody. Ooh.
Hopefully that's the main event, right? That would be your main event. Out of what's listed, this is our matches that we have. It's those ones right above Tater. Oh. So there's the girls, and there's more. It's like Chelsea Green's in there. She was upset that her picture wasn't on there. She was funny.
I bet. I don't blame her.
Be your main event, I would assume.
She's way better looking than any of the other ladies that were in that picture.
Right. Cargill could be in there. There's a good possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it seems predictable that they're going to do Indy Hartwell will win it because they're going to be in Perth,
Oh, yeah.
Of course, she doesn't deserve it, but whoever wins that isn't going to win the thing anyway. Unless it's Jade.
We're back to another commercial, guys.
Lots of commercials.
With Cody and Drew. That match is still going on. Sophie says Wrestling Gab was weird this past Friday.
It was so weird.
All up in the weird. Robbie says, D, what's good in the world of wrestling? Probably nothing. Walter says, I watched the NBA All-Star game this weekend. Walter, you and Picola both did it.
Who won?
Sophie says, D, what are your thoughts about this? Peacock Paramount Plus might merge into one streaming service.
I say bring it on. Is it going to be the cost of both of them, or would it just stay the cost of one of them? Because the only way to really get away with doing that is to raise the price.
It's a good thing that we're going back to cable, only you guys will be streaming it instead. Congratulations, dumb assholes. Fuck. Piccolo says, you ever seen him during off-season host that mini golf game show? Can't remember the name.
No. We're talking about Steph Curry or Curry?
Are you talking? I don't really know anything about basketball.
Yeah, I don't follow Steph. All I know is I drafted him in my fantasy league when he first came out, and all he had was ankle problems, and so I ended up trading him away to a guy that actually went to Davison. And so it was a very easy trade, and I got quite a bit back, so I didn't cry about it. Although he became a great three-point shooter. I was like, shit.
Walter says, Wednesday is bingo. I need to win a game. You do, Walter. You better win. Walter said, hey, Leopold, and he already left, but thanks, Walter.
Just win, baby, win.
Walter says, it was East team.
I'm surprised they keep score.
I'm surprised they're even allowed to play. In football, their all-star game is basically flag football. It's dumb as fuck.
Well, this is pretty bad. Like, it's more of like slam ball or something. They just run back and forth and score.
Yeah. Sophie says they didn't say anything about the costs. Of course they won't. Don't worry, you guys will be paying at least $20 to $25 a month for it, though. Chris says, Travis, I don't know if you noticed that redhead girl in the Paris Games promos. I'd F the shit out of her, man. Just noticed her. Random as ass TV commercial. You know, I wasn't even paying attention to the Olympic game commercials. Every once in a while, I mean, I usually kind of do, just because we watch a lot of the Summer Olympics, and we do watch the Winter Olympic stuff too.
Oh, I love the winter. Winter's my bag. I love the winter.
I'm very upset about some of the winter game stuff with the skater stuff that happened.
The Russian ones?
Oh, no, they fucked her over.
Of course they did.
They fucked her over bad, and everybody's so happy about it. They're like, she deserved it. She should have known better, blah, blah, blah. And it's like...
She's like 50.
She's been manipulated probably since the time she was 5. Mm-hmm. And you think that she knows
It doesn't
better.
matter. She's the best. Like,
They're
I don't
fucking
care.
Pieces of garbage.
I don't care what they say.
Bringing her down like that. I'm like, you guys are idiot assholes.
It's all you have to do is watch her.
They're like, it's because she's from... The reason is because she's quote-unquote Russian or
right.
whatever.
I get it.
And I don't give a shit where she's from. Fuck you guys. That's bullshit to treat somebody like that.
She's the best women's skater ever.
She
it's not even close.
And all
she can throw quads.
Yeah, I know.
Like, she's levels above the next greatest.
James Satella's in the chat. Hey, James, how's it going tonight? Says, will Vince go to prison?
No.
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 Why would he? This is all alleged shit at this point. They're still trying to even get evidence, let alone what to figure it out if they really should press any charges, by the way.
They can't.
It's all hearsay at this point.
Every single
thing is hearsay.
If you're talking about the Ashley stuff, there's nothing that can be done on that.
It's all fucking hearsay by somebody who's a friend trying to say that happened when the person who it happened supposedly, allegedly happened to is dead. So...
yeah, there's that.
You go on with your bad self.
Every time I think about that, all I want to do, and I know everybody's so anxious about everything anymore, you know, and it's like 0 to 80.
Right.
Everybody's angry, you know. Vince did this, Vince did that, without a trial. Not, you know, I mean,
right?
He's just guilty.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, it's like, is this Ashley's friend? Like, we need to dig into. I mean, like.
I want to know about the friend and who the fuck that person is. Everything about their fucking life.
Right. I want a special unit that just studies what she's done over the last 25 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
And bring out every nasty, awful, horrific, terrible thing.
I don't care about that. I just care about the truth.
You don't bring out the nice things, though.
I don't care. I just want the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
And all I want
That's not
is
gonna happen.
everything she's ever done. Like, I want to know what she was doing on Tuesday, the 22nd in fucking February of 98.
Right.
I mean, literally, give me it all, and then we'll see where she stands credibility-wise now that she's talking about this stuff. Like, let's put some pressure on these people.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I feel like that's important.
I feel like it's very important.
Like, put some pressure on them and see what's real and what's not.
Yep.
Because anybody can say anything. Now, Ashley, there is good evidence that there was sexual misconduct with somebody in Iraq. They say it was a doctor, but other people say it was in doctor clothing. So
right.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, but there probably was. The doctor that treated her, looked at her, talked to her, that was WWE's, knew something was wrong. So there's stuff.
Of course. I'm not saying that there might not have been, but all the other stuff at this point is just allegations.
So I guess my next question is it illegal to have somebody tell you that it's best to not report something if it happened in another country? I mean, I obviously have to know the rules, but it's like, hey, first of all, is it a felony? Where
right.
it was, right?
Oh,
That's
no,
a Cody cutter. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. It's Drew.
Drew kicked out of it. Cody's like, no way.
The heart of a Scotsman.
Sophie says, I wonder how the whole Peacock Paramount Plus rumor merger would affect exclusive shows that are on both streaming services.
Nothing. If they combine, they're just
going to be on it's just all of it in one spot instead of two spots, Sophie. Walter says, congrats to Adam Sandler winning the Icon Award. And Sophie says Paramount Plus was also rumored to merge.
Claymore. Drew's going to win. No?
Nope.
Crossroads. Oh, Solo. Samoan Spike. Here comes the Claymore. Drew can't be happy about that, though. That's the guy that cost him the title. Huh? That's it. Cody's done. Put a fork in him. 1, 2, 3. Drew Mack wins clean.
That's weird. I mean, I understand that they did that and a reason, but
Drew needed a win. Look at him trying to give his brother a high five, but his brother's not paying attention. He's still doing it. No yeet!
Oh, jeez. Anyways, Janelle's in the chat, says, hi, Janelle. Walter. So that Sophie says Paramount Plus was also rumored to merge with HBO Max Apple TV at one point. Brandon Stevens says Michin is going to win Elimination Chamber. Brandon says that Stevens says, hey, wrestling, Gab wrestling. Janelle says, I closed my eyes for 5 minutes and Monday Night Raw is on. It happens.
Right.
Piccolo says, so someone mentioned the two teams almost combined for 400, and it's because the pros don't bother playing defense.
Yeah, they don't even try. What they need to do is put some meaning behind the game. They did it in the All-Star game for Major League Baseball for a while. They took it away, but they did make it important for a while. And they said the winner will have home field in the championship game.
Right.
If they did that, then those stars would play harder.
Like it meant something.
Because it matters. Make the All-Star team smaller, so there's only, like, say, 9 guys or something.
Right.
And so the rotations are shorter.
And then make him do tricks.
That wouldn't help with the whole...
No, they have to do tricks. Like the Globetrotters. Motherfuckers. It's a pageant, bitches. What's your fucking talent?
The Washington Generals. Here comes the Washington Generals.
You better have a goddamn talent out there. You son of a bitch. Sophie says it will be interesting to see how long it takes for people to get used to watch Raw on Netflix. Walter says, so if WWE Raw goes to Netflix, I will watch SmackDown, AEW, and replays of Raw on their network.
Yeah, but that could be a month.
Luck.
That could be a full month away. And the network's going away. The network's going to join Netflix also.
I don't even know if they'll have their replays on for Raw on Peacock or anything where the network's at right now.
No. I mean, they will, but after, I think it's like
25,
6 weeks or 2 weeks or 4 weeks. There's some sort of time before they go on there.
James Sotelo says, Rock sucks. Robbie says, Drew
Boo.
gonna kick ass. Yeah, and Walter says, The Rock is now with a bloodline with Solo and Roman and Jimmy Uso with Paul Heyman.
Some pretty good
Janelle
women
says,
out there.
why did it take so long for us to hear about this? Are you talking about the whole Vince stuff? Well, that's the point, right? That we all have a problem with. That's my biggest problem with it. Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. Happy present day or President's Day. Walter says, now Ashley Massaro family is suing WWE. Yeah, that's probably not going to stick. Sophie says, if Peacock and Paramount Plus does merge into one streaming service, it could somehow benefit WWE's deal with Peacock. Ravi says, Cody gonna win? It didn't happen. Walter says,
No.
Drew won. Boo! Well, Walter, you just wanted Drew to win. I saw it. I will rewind the chat, mister. You wanted Drew McIntyre to win. Don't you lie to me now. I saw it. You typed it in. Ravi says, you knew interference was going to happen. Chris says, Jimmy here, so he'll cost Jay later as well. McIntyre wins. That means he should take Cody's spot, thus ending his story. LOL, so Cody isn't heading to Mania.
It's over.
Piccolo says, so let's be honest. People will come out of the woodworks. It's whether you believe the allegations or think any of the reports hold water. That's what I say. But
I mean, they just
that's
didn't do
just
an
my
investigation.
attitude.
Like, who is this woman?
Where's the fucking facts, bitch? Bring them out.
I want.
I want her investigated.
Yes, put a big
Every
old investigation
Single thing about her life completely investigated. Since the time her friend died until now.
Well,
Maybe even before.
She just died in like 17 or 19 or something. Her friend.
Oh, okay. So 20 years ago when this all happened, supposedly to
Yes.
her friend, and supposedly she was talking to her at the time, and they were just the most bestest of besties.
She cried for 8 hours.
Why the fuck didn't she tell her to say fuck them and go to the authorities about it? That's not a very good friend.
Maybe she's not a good friend.
I don't think she's a good friend. Sounds like a dumbass bitch to me. Anyways, Walter says, Daphne, I'm going to miss this Saturday pay-per-view. I will be asleep.
Me too. I think we're going to miss it also. Well, she might do it.
Sophie says, Roman Reigns championship reign officially lasted all of John Cena's 13 WWE championship reigns combined. James Sotelo says, so why fire Brock Lesnar? Did they fire him?
Just some, yeah. So just some smoke. They were going to let things piper down for a while.
It's a PR stunt, guys. PR. Chris says, oh, Cody's story is over. Oh, Chris. James says she is hungry for money. And Sophie says, I'll be asleep on Saturday's show. Piccolo says, I, for one, know that military JAG would investigate, and if her allegations were true, some soldiers should be guilty and do jail time.
Exactly.
That's the truth, right? Especially since she's saying that it happened on a U.S. military base in a foreign country.
By their doctor.
By one of their supposed doctors. Yeah. You know, even back then, they didn't play with that stuff. They may have kept shit under the radar within their own ranks, but they aren't going to do that when it comes to civilians, having it happen to them on the military base.
Is that
hell fucking no.
Is that Battle Royal happening next? Is that why they showed it?
Maybe. I didn't really see a next, or I wasn't looking at the TV. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Me neither.
Sophie says usually new Raw episodes end on Peacock, air on Peacock after 30 days. Yeah, that's going to be really bad. Ravi says a blood clot battle royal for the people's dem. Sophie says we don't know if The Rock stick Jimmy and Solo on Cody or if The Rock did. We don't know if Roman did it or The Rock did, or maybe even Paul Heyman. Or maybe they did it all on their own.
She didn't get to see Rock make fun of all the people in Utah.
I'm glad I missed it. He's a garbage. Janelle says, what happens with Brock Lesnar after all this is done?
Nothing.
We'll have to find out and see what happens. Chris says, exactly, man, and honestly, she's not even that hot, man. Sophie says, after September 30, we don't know where Raw is going to air until their Netflix deal begins in January.
That's true. I'm sure they'll figure it out, though.
Family proud, family strong in the chat says, hello. Hello, family.
Hello. Good to see you in here.
Sophie says, Ashley died in 18.
8.
Chris says, Ashley.
Said 17 or 19.
It's 18. God, Travis, get it right.
I mean, fuck, dude.
Fuck.
Learn your facts.
Oh, my God. Like, you should know every single thing about her by now. Chris says, Ashley, on the other hand, was a smoke show, so obviously Vince was going to ask her to ride on the plane from time to time. Janelle says, there's still something that don't sit right with me about this whole situation. And Chris says, yeah, Battle Royal next. And Sophie says, I wonder what would happen if CM Punk didn't get injured. We'll never know, Sophie. We'll never know.
We would have CM Punk wrestling Seth. Well,
maybe.
We also got to go with the fantasy that Seth didn't get injured.
Yeah. Yeah, they both got injured.
Yeah.
One of them's just maybe a little more serious than the other one because the other one of them had to have surgery and he's out for quite a bit longer than the one who's like, I tore my meniscus and my knee.
It's weird to see Andrade on here now. It's like he was boring in AEW and now he's like boring again.
Well, Janelle, that's the whole point is that there's more to the story. We're not getting everything, by the way. We're not getting all the information, what's happening on that side of the situation. And the reason why is because they're never going to. And the only shit you're going to see is what either they are releasing for the media to let you know, or the media saying, we're not going to tell everybody everything. And they're always going to paint the big bad white man as the bad guy, and he's the most evilest, awful person in the world.
Or letting him work the teleprompter.
Jeez, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, just like football.
Oh, no. He didn't have enough hair up top for him to grab him.
All right.
Jesus. Fucking Pat. He's like, look, we're going to put this on her, and then we're going to, put all these pointers and arrows and shit.
That's how you do it.
Janelle says, I forgot I have to wake up at 1:30 to watch Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to try to watch it live.
I'm pretty sure 1:30 would be with the pre-show, right?
Yeah, if you want to watch the pre-show. For where he's at, because he's in Los Angeles, California
he's in
area.
California. Pacific time.
So
he says, but would we see a heel Rock if CM Punk didn't get injured? Yes. A possibility.
Yeah,
of
that wouldn't
too.
have changed because Cody's still wrestling Roman.
Yeah. Pico says, I don't know. Some Punk would be unprofesh and then end up in Japan or something. Ravi says, so what does the winner of the Battle Royal get? More TV time?
No, they get to go to Perth and be the other woman in that Elimination Chamber match. There's one woman left.
Chris says Andrade copying Alberto Del Rio with this whole My Destiny talk. And Sophie says they are bringing football type of replays. Yeah, it's Pat McAfee
it's Pat Mac.
Pico says, by the way, whatever happened to that privileged jungle fuck? He left and went to New Japan. New Japan, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. He said something about it. I mean, obviously he's playing it out, I would assume.
Yeah.
He was saying something
about his contract, and he told Tony Khan to go F himself, and this is what I think about your contract, and he wiped his butt with it, or so. I don't know.
Yeah, he tore up his contract on Japanese television.
Yeah. So who knows what's really going on with that. Robbie says, D, the secrets will come out over the coming months of whatever happened. You know, the problem of it is, Robbie, is it won't, because most people will just speculate, and they'll keep speculating, and they won't investigate how they should. And then, don't worry, this is what I've learned. These women, whether they're the person it supposedly happened to, or their family or friends try to say that it happened to them or whatever. These women get some investigations and whatnot, and nothing ever fucking happens to them. Nothing. Not one thing. Their lives aren't ruined. Nothing. When they should be run roughshod through the media of what a terrible person they are for lying and doing the shit they're doing.
It ends up being
and they
fake.
ruined the other person's life. And they still can go about their business like they're the most awesomest person in the world, because at some point they could be a victim. when they really
Here
weren't even,
comes-
when they proven that they weren't, and
Here
it was
comes
all allegations and
Shayna
lies.
Baszler first.
And the person that they did that to,
Are they going to introduce
their life's
every
completely ruined and can never go back.
Right. Are they going to introduce every single person one at a time? Seems weird to me.
Yeah. It just makes a bad, horrible name for people who are actually victims of this kind of shit. That's what pisses me off about this crap of 20 years after the fact allegations. That's what pisses me off more than anything. I can't handle it. I can't stand it. I fucking hate women so much when it comes to a lot of that shit. They just ruin it. Ruin everything. It's like they can't help themselves.
Drama.
Yes. So he's like, do you think Rhea would walk away from Judgment Day?
Well, hopefully she will one day.
At some point, they're going to have to
I just don't know.
Split some of them off.
I mean, it's whatever.
But we'll see how long they can keep the gimmick going. Hey, it's Raquel. We haven't seen her for like 50 years.
Rack Rod.
Was she broken? Did she have an injury or something? What kind of injury? Oh, God, why'd they black her out?
She got speared through something. It might have been like a mistake, like a thing was popping up. Or like,
did she have a nip slip and we didn't notice it? They're like, bleh.
They blacked the whole TV out when that happens. Don't show us your nipples. That's all she's got. They look like pizza on a pan.
He goes like, it really doesn't matter. Chris is like, Baszler or Stark will win. And Pico's like, go on, D. Chanel says, who should be Jade's first match outside of Bianca? Why would she have a match
definitely
with
don't want
Bianca?
it to Bianca ever.
I don't want them to ever have a match together, actually. Like, against each other, unless it's for a title or something.
I mean, she's got to go through the mid-card first, I think. So she's going to have to
prove herself some.
I feel like she's got to dominate everybody, from Liv Morgan through Shotzi Blackheart.
We'll see how that plays out, because she kind of dominated Nia Jax a little bit, so we'll see. They were putting up this stuff for Zelina Vega to come out, right?
When we went to commercial?
Yeah. Watch. In the far left corner in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Right when they're, doing a commercial thing. Right before the commercial. They're like, eh. They're like, NXT tomorrow, right? Like... Chris says, yeah, plus she's dead. She can't defend herself, or who knows, maybe she doesn't want to bring it up anymore. Maybe she would have moved on, but greedy family members and friends want to exploit her for money.
Yeah, and especially if it's paying for drugs or something. That's why I said we need to find out who this lady is, and if she's ever been addicted to anything, if she's ever had any crutches, alcohol, drugs, pills, anything.
You're getting off all your toenails? Pulling them off? So CM Punk has been hinting that he will show up on WWE TV. And Piccolo says, it's a cold case, like the movie Spotlight. Chris says, so funny they still showing Shotzi versus Lyra Valkyrie when that's the match Shotzi got injured in, but it's taped show.
Yeah.
So he says it took Ashley's friend, 6 years to finally come out? No. I say that it took Ashley's friend however long it was when the time that it happened to Ashley. When her supposedly whatever happened to her happened, her being victimized, that's when she probably talked to her friend. And why didn't her friend say something then? Why didn't her friend talk her into actually saying something? Why, when she got back to the States, didn't she say something? Why didn't she go to her doctor or whoever? She's telling her friend why. That's the problem. She should have came out then. Why all of a sudden 6 years after she passed away or killed herself or whatever the hell her problem was?
Yeah,
then all of a sudden she's like, oh well, this is why? Because other things are moving for the WWE, because they're like, oh wow, he's rich now.
Yeah, he cashed out.
So I'm gonna totally go after him. there is so many other things coming into play with that we don't know about. That's it's like investigations of things that happen wherever you're at, right? Murders and stuff. So in the state of Idaho, there was murder of some college students. And every single fucking person that watched or listened to what was happening was immediately that the whole police department there was completely incompetent.
Oh, yeah.
Because the media and all the stories portrayed them as such. The media portrayed them that way. Do you know what was happening in the background? They'd already had the FBI involved. They were already following the guy who did it. They already had a suspect that they were going after. And when that came out, everybody was like, how the fuck did they do that so fast? Because
they're doing their
job.
It was
a crime of fucking passion. The little motherfucker isn't going to get away that quickly. You know, it takes a lot. If you would have to be a person who was not emotionally involved in shit like that to get away with it. And all that stuff didn't come out until after he was caught, after he was extradited. And it's like, how dumb are you guys? Like, in all reality, I was just like, I don't know why everybody's getting their panties in a bunch about the cops up there. Sure, they're probably taking the heat like, yeah, we're completely incompetent. But they did everything they were supposed to do to make sure that they caught this person.
This match will happen at some point tonight. The 8-man tag team match.
Oh, the 4-on-4 people.
Mm-hmm.
DX. I love it. R-Truth, you make them feel stupid about themselves. Janelle says, I liked what I seen from her in the Royal Rumble. Piccolo says, there's no statute of limitations. Sophie says, wonder how Steph reacted to her being named in that Ashley case.
Probably nothing. When you're at that level of success, little things like that aren't going to bug you.
Chris says, plus Vince gave her the title in 09 probably to keep her quiet. Did they? Sophie, that's speculations. Again, speculations.
Hey, look, now Zelina's coming out.
Damn.
She's
wearing her lingerie out there tonight? Pretty sure she's wearing her lingerie tonight.
She's like, fuck it.
She's just like, fuck it. This is what I'm wearing. I mean, seriously, it looks like my bras.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
It's Chelsea.
Sophie says, we still don't know if the Vince story is true. It's all allegations as of right now, Sophie. It's just the stock.
I'll let you know that you'll never know in your life that it's true or false.
Yep.
Ever.
Chris says, yeah, I heard about the Idaho college murders. Yep. Ravi says, are the CIA involved?
No, it's inside the United States.
No. Chris says, there is no knees in there. Was she? I didn't see her.
Probably.
Pico says, military always says, see something, say something. We went through quarterly briefings and have to explain it to new people and coming to the unit, but deviants are deviants. And it's true, Picola, right? And the statute of limitations in the military is probably different for like things that have happened as for what happens in regular civilian life, right? I don't think that they always go off of, especially if it happened in another country on a military base. I'm not sure if I thought they went off military rules.
Will. They'll go in the United States. It's considered in United States soil. I
know it's on their soil, but I thought the military had different rules for different things, like statute of limitations and stuff like that.
I would assume they don't. Because I had heard somebody got away with something once. And so he got away with murder. He got away with something. It was kind of a big deal. And somehow they got him to sign back up for the military because he was like a sergeant or something.
Oh.
And so they're like, hey, we'd like you to come back because we need some help, with some stuff. All you have to do is paperwork. You're not going to have to go through basic training. And he's like, excellent. So he signed up and they arrested him and charged him with murder.
Yeah.
Because
I kind of remember a little bit of that.
It wasn't
story.
too long ago.
Oh, no, Chelsea, no.
Chelsea. Hold on. Oh, Maxine's gone.
Maxine Dupree's gone by
Stinky.
By Valhalla out there going after Raquel. Oh, man. Jeez. Robbie says the entrances are going to
Oh,
last
God.
longer than the match. Chris says, damn, Raquel, dark hair.
She just tossed Sarah out like she was Nathan.
Jesus.
Nothing. Just throw her over the top rope.
Jesus. Got a loogie in there, Pat?
Ugh. He's like crying.
Raquel!
Raquel.
Like, what the fuck was that?
Just say Rack Rod. It's fine.
No,
Big kick,
it was
Xia Li.
how he said
Get back
it.
in the... Xia, get back in the ring.
He's like, I gotta get some
Damn
swing.
it!
And Zaya's gone.
She could have been in there for a little bit longer.
Right? Anyways, Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW after bingo. All right, Walter. Have a good start to your week. We'll see you on
Ducks
Wednesday. Good luck with bingo.
I mean, obviously they could do Rack Rod in that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making her dominate right now.
Right. And Robbie
Is that
says,
B-Fab? That's B-Fab, right? The redhead? The bright orange hair in the back?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, B-Fab. Oh, Alba Fire's about to be eliminated. No! Saved. But Isla Dawn's going out. No, she's okay, maybe. Maybe. Rack Rod. Big kick. No, she's gone. Oh, God. Commercial break.
Not a commercial break.
I'm going to chamber, she says.
Piccolo says, take care. Walter and Robbie says, we already know Sarah Logan isn't winning this match. Sophie says the WWE announced another live event that is happening like the day before the Backlash pay-per-view or something. Robbie says, I love how Pat and Cole don't care who got eliminated first. And Chris says, Raquel and Isla and Alba look like a team all wearing red. Maybe they can be a trio.
Right.
Piccolo's like, yeah, you people. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Who get recruited? And I don't like to generalize, but they gangbangers, thugs, people who get caught up, and recruiters find a way to entice folks with money and the heroism.
Right.
There are probably a good portion of them that are, but there's a portion of them that aren't that way, right? There's a portion of them that are like, I just can't finish high school. Like,
I know one that's related to me that was that way. And he served 20 years. That's
yeah.
Tony.
So
Tony got kicked out of his house. His mom finally ended up sending him to the Job Corps. And he didn't want to come back here after Job Corps, so he just literally joined the military at like 17.
Yeah.
And then he was gone, and he was overseas for 20 years, married a Japanese gal. And
had some kids.
had a few kids, and he's back now and healthy and
Piccolo says, not me though.
Shit.
I was a law-abiding citizen. It's good to know. Kind of hard to believe, but I'll stick with your story.
I sure the fuck wasn't. Not when I was young. I didn't have anybody to pay attention to me, so I could do whatever I wanted. I remember coming home. I was like 12. I've told the story before. I was like 12 years old. I was riding my bike home, and it was late. It was like 11. I should have been home earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And my stepdad didn't get mad. He just took me downstairs and gave me a talk about the vagina.
Because he thought you were 11.
Just
That's what you were doing.
out fucking girls. And I'm out on my little bike driving around the neighborhood, like just we're having fun on a dirt track or something. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
You're just being a kid. Like a normal kid.
Well, this is what a vagina is. We call this the man in the boat. It looks like a man in a boat. And it gives women pleasure. Like, oh. What is that? Is that a tropical fruit?
Chris is laughing. Good for Chris. Glad somebody's laughing about it. Jeez. Ah.
It's like, I just want to be a kid. I'm not trying to get up in there. Uh-oh, we're back. Last chance battle royal.
Yeah, final spot.
Rack Rod. Who's the blonde? Oh, that's Natalia. Like, who's the blonde about to get eliminated? Natalia. Oh, no knees. Rack Rod's gonna throw her out.
Careful, get her foot out there so she doesn't hurt her knee again. Oh, she's like, no, let me get out. She's like, no, let me right back in.
Reckoning might go out. Chelsea's almost got her out. Nope.
Shayna and Zoe are just laying there like weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep trying to talk about how great this is. Congratulations.
Oh my God. Have somebody do something.
You should bring the awesomeness to it. Oh, no,
Natalia.
not Natalia. Oh,
No, she came right back in. She fell in, not out.
Don't worry, Natalia.
Natalia, throw her ass out.
No, she's going to do her. She's like,
no knees. Woo!
Chris is like double betrayed, no knees. Yeah. It happened.
Oh, Zelina.
Zelina's like, don't worry, I'm just in my underwear out
She
here.
said, I
It's
thank you.
Fine.
She's like, fuck it. I didn't bring any clothes. This is what I had. Oh, shit. BFAB.
BFAB.
BFAB has been eliminated. So the street business has been eliminated. Pink eye.
Oh, Lopez. I'm like, who the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
it's Electra.
Oh.
Oh!
Damn. Chelsea's like, here, let me help you.
Dear God. Now Electra Lopez is going to eliminate Zelina.
Oh.
Saw that coming a mile away.
Exactly.
Don't mess with me.
Bill on you! Kicking out the girl in her underwear.
Now Reckoning throws out her.
Wait.
Now Reckoning should be eliminated. Oh, God! Here, hold me, baby.
That's what she had to tell somebody in the audience real quick. Chris says, holy shit, Zelina is in her underwear. Yeah, she's definitely in her panties.
Yeah, there's no doubt
She's
about
bra and pantying it all up in there, guys. I don't
guys
know what
wanted
you're
it back.
at, but I was watching it.
I mean, we wanted it back. We got it back. Bra and panty matches are happening.
Sophie says it'll be interesting when SmackDown moves back to the USA Network. And Blood says, how are y'all going for? Who are y'all going for?
Well,
let's see what kind of garbage is left.
Right now it'd be Chelsea Green. Candice LeRae eliminated, thank goodness.
Oh,
here comes Indy's going to eliminate
She's
Chelsea.
Gonna eliminate her.
Why don't she get in? Yeah. Chelsea's holding on.
Shayna's grabbing her. Oh,
Shayna helps out a little bit. Shayna's not.
Oh,
Shayna's definitely
Shayna.
not being eliminated.
Oh,
get her out of there.
Here, let me help you.
Now kick her.
Oh.
I want her gone because I don't want her to be in it. I'm almost okay with everybody else. There she goes. Okay, she's gone. So my guess was over.
So Pico says that we have a 30-second delay on our stuff.
Oh, so it's over already?
Yes.
That ended quick. In 30 seconds.
Sophie says, you know, the very first episode of SmackDown has the main event of Undertaker, Triple H versus The Rock and Stone Cold.
I did not know that. But
Blood says, I'm
cool.
thinking Chelsea might win. And Pico's like, I'm going to not say a word. Blood says, are y'all going to go live for Chamber? If so, God bless y'all. You'll have to get up early.
I just don't know. Shayna, the big knee.
Sophie wants to know what happened to your clock.
It's right here. I'll get everything organized in here. I've just been working on other stuff.
I got Travis some really cool hat things for him to put up his hat so you could actually see them and see what they are. And so that's why.
Uh-oh. Who was that went out? Who else had black pants on? Rack Rod and Natalia, right in the center of the ring.
I don't know who it was.
Why is freaking Reckoning still in there? They even have that little strong girl in there.
Yeah. I don't know who she threw out. Who did Rackrod throw out before her fight with Natalia since
Somebody
we're
with
so
black
far
pants.
behind?
What do you mean so?
Well, we're 30 seconds behind, so.
Just behind somebody. Uh-oh.
She's
Rackrod
like,
went
I
back
gotta
in.
pull out my shirt on my
No,
little
Rackrod's
boobies.
staying on the outside. No, she rolled it. So Natalia has been eliminated. Here's Zoe. I don't know if I'm happy with anybody except for Rackrod at this point.
Me Chim's in there too still.
Yeah, they need to get rid of her.
Off. Give it to Rackrod. Fuck it.
Or Shayna.
Blood's Like Green is gone. Yeah, we figured she'd be gone soon.
Yeah, they don't want good-looking women in the chamber.
People's like, oh, Rackrod got a new look.
Yeah, a
she's
little
wearing
bit.
some different type of pants and stuff.
Darker hair, yeah.
Chris says Alba Fire. Oh, she was the one that got eliminated before Rackrod fought with Natalia. Okay.
All right. Well, it's time to get her out. At this point, you might as well go 2-on-1 if you're Zoe and Shayna.
Who didn't really get eliminated? That'd be great.
Right.
Sophie says 30 seconds isn't that big deal. If it was like 5 minutes, then it would be a big deal. Isn't that big of a deal? Actually, Sophie, 30 seconds can mean a huge deal, especially in these type of matches, by the way. Because 30 seconds, you could have 5 people eliminated all at the same time during that time.
But it's all good. I don't care. Look at that. Drop kick right to the shoulder of Reckoning. And Reckoning has been eliminated.
Oh, no. I can't believe it let her last that long.
Now I'm okay. Obviously, Zoe needs to go. Oh, Zoe helped her, or Zoe got helped back in by Shayna. Shayna should have pushed her out too.
Yeah.
But I guess it makes more sense to help with your friend, get rid of the big one, and then go ahead and...
Yeah.
Oh, clothesline across the top. Shayna. Plus, they could have this little feud here going forward. Is that hair that just fell out?
No, she has like little things on her. See, she has like what
Shayna's gone.
Fringe on her or strings or something, and that's what came off. See the fringe on her half of her pants.
So it's definitely Rackrod. Like, there's no way it's not Rackrod winning this, because Zoe's not going to be in it. That's just, I mean, we knew it right there. They should have done that opposite.
Yeah.
Because Zoe's shit. Shayna actually has a chance. Look at Chelsea.
Did Chelsea not actually get done?
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh, poor Chelsea.
Dang
I was wondering if somebody had gone under the ropes.
That's too bad. That would have been great.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been fucking great if they would have done that. At least it would have been funnier and more storylined than this. Right. But it's fine. I don't care if she goes. She ain't going to get anything else.
Putting Rackrod in that chamber match is going to be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Does that mean that freaking Naomi's got to lose first?
They better fucking
But look at this fucking group. Tiffany will lose. What's her name? Liv. Those 3 will lose first.
Liv does really good, though. She did really good in that last elimination chamber.
Yeah,
she lasted quite a while.
With the other girls. And then Becky will probably go.
But I'm just saying, like, at least she'll give a good show.
Although Rackrod could go early, too. Especially if she gets hit by the other 3 stars. Yeet!
Yeet, boy.
There's no more waiting.
What? Blood's like Raquel, and Chris is like, damn it, Chelsea Green should have won. It would have been a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, they dropped the ball.
But, I mean...
Rackrod can do a run anytime. They could even put Rackrod against Jake Cargill. That would have been a good one, even.
Yeah. Blood says, I want Jay to win that title.
Yeah,
I don't.
Not happening.
Personally, I do not want him to have any titles whatsoever.
Jay?
Yeah.
I'm okay with the tag team title with his brother.
I'm fine. I mean, like,
no
individual title. I do not want him to ever have a fucking singles title, ever.
That's next.
I guess. That's what they're saying. That stuff's next.
That's what he says. If you smell what the bloodline is cooking.
Oh, wow. The more lame has happened. He also says, why not? I smell a hater.
No, I just don't like when they split up tag teams. He really needs to get back with his brother.
When has he ever been a singles wrestler? Before he like did some stuff when his brother wasn't around because he was in rehab. Tell me.
Right. I'm just saying, like, they need to be a tag team because the tag team division needs them.
Well, not only that, but Jimmy needs him because
Jimmy's going downhill. Right. You need to put those two back together soon to keep them relevant because they will both just fade away as singles guys.
I mean, at this point, he's just a clown, kind of like the New Day became. Like, the New Day was...
legit.
Kofi Kingston was a champion, and he had championships and stuff like that and everything, and they were all going to get fired, and then all of a sudden, one of them came up with an idea, and they said, well, we'll see if it works. If it works, we'll keep you, and if it doesn't, you're out on your asses.
10 years later, we still have them around.
And they still are there, but... It's gotten to a point where it's like, dude, I don't ever want to see him on my TV ever again.
I don't mind if Big E comes back.
They're just so boring. I mean, have Kofi by himself again or some shit.
Yeah, Kofi and Big E need to get back together. It's important. It's very important for that.
It's just one of those things where it's like, ugh. It's trying on me.
Pizza, the what? You're not going to want pizza tomorrow now because you had pizza today, huh?
Why would I want pizza tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow?
Tuesday.
So, what about Tuesday?
Have discounts at that place.
Oh.
I don't want a pizza.
I don't care.
Of course you don't.
Might not even be. I don't know. They talked about doing some craft thing after work. Not like, I mean, you could bring your own craft. They're not like supplying a craft thing.
What do you mean? They're just like bring something and work on something just so you can hang out with people? It's interesting.
And I was like, man, I'm not like...
Sounds fun.
I'm like, and no.
Just take a book and read.
Take that book and read. The book I need to read for book club shit. Ugh. Brandon says Raquel Rodriguez married Brandon.
Yeah,
and Chris says, as much as you hate Rock D, I would have Rock have new themes, start the intro. Do you smell what the bloodline is cooking? And then remix it with Rock's 1998 theme. That would be badass, actually.
They could do a lot.
Didn't he just do that? Didn't he ask what the smell was with the bloodline and smell? I don't know why he smells so bad.
Because they're cooking.
Their asses? Sounds like it. Maybe they should stop eating so bad.
They're not eating unhealthy.
I bet when he sweats, he stinks. Like, excessively bad.
Oh my god, because he cooks? He does carb days on, like, Thursday.
Well, I'm glad that you're such a fan. And you love him so much, you know everything about him.
You're so weird.
I don't know that.
You know this girl right here quit on her country?
She's a quitter. Not only did she quit on her country, she quit on her teammates. She's a loser.
Yeah, but
I never want to see her ever again. But unfortunately, she's going to be in the Olympics again.
It doesn't matter if you quit on your team. It matters if you quit on your country, though. A lot of people quit on their teams.
True.
You see it a lot.
Well, sorry, I'll rephrase that. Not only did she quit on her team, she quit on her country. Hag. Get rid of her. I don't even know why she's still around. Or how she could even possibly be in the Olympics. I think she's too old. They should have an age limit for that shit. Be like, bitch, you're too old to do gymnastics. Get the fuck out. You've been in it for like...
old. She's like 23 or something.
Oh, whatever. She's been in it for like the last 2 or 3 times. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, she started at like 14 or 15 since she was 19 and now she's like 23. I could be wrong. But...
yeah, she's like 30. She should get out. Who else says no one is talking about asses? That's the other company. Robbie says, so who won the Battle Royal? I fell asleep.
Uh-oh.
It was
Rod.
Raquel Rodriguez won it. For the ladies, she's the last lady in the Elimination Chamber. Beagle says, for the record, a Bloodline never would scissor anyone. Ever. Nobody said that was a good gimmick, people.
No, it's just a thumb.
They just like to stick thumbs up people's asses.
They're just going to thumb them.
They just thumb their butts. They're all about the butt plugs. Robbie says she might have been going through stuff to do what she did.
Doesn't matter, right?
I don't care.
Don't
Robbie.
go.
Doesn't matter. If you have a
There's
problem,
no
you
excuse.
shouldn't go there. She took a seat from somebody else who would have never had a problem. And the fact of it is she quit on her team, quit on her country, and then the team didn't do very good because of it. And then she came out for her own personal gain and did her own personal shit. So fuck her. Fuck her up one side and down the other.
Yeah, there's no excuse. Like, do it anyway. If it's for your country, right? It's different if it's like a me or anything else. The Olympics are different.
Yeah. Like, it's not a you thing at that point. I don't care if you're doing individual shit. It's not a you thing. Chris says, yeah, isn't she too old to be a gymnast? She's been in Olympics since goddamn 2010 because I've been hearing her name since then. Hearing her name since then, yeah. And people's like, touche and ew. Well, you know, I mean. I'm not sure if that's something you want to be happy
right
about. Robbie says, if it's not a you thing, then what is it? The Olympics aren't about you, yourself. You're there to represent your country, not yourself. You're there to represent your country, and it doesn't matter what country it is. The reason why you do what you do and get to the Olympics and qualify for the Olympics is for your country. It's great that, you have your own self-accomplishments during that time, but you are first and foremost there for your country. That's it. Sorry, bud. No matter what country it is. Germany, France, Zimbabwe, Australia. I don't fucking care. Like, you're there for your country first. People's like, for the record, thumbs up or down. Do not go anywhere near buttholes in Florida. Right, P-Club. Right. Then why does Florida look like a giant thumb? Florida literally is thumbing the whole United States. Chris says the Netflix investors are there. Wow, they look like a bunch of twat heads. Boo! Boo! Netflix. Boo!
Why do you think it's a boo?
Because it's the Netflix people. Boo on them. Pico says, oh, I'm trying to not giggle when I type. Oh, boy. I was like, D, now you know Cola gave you heads up. Yeah. And Pico was laughing. Shit. Oh, my God. The exclusive interview with R-Truth.
She's 26.
Tumultuous interview.
She'll be 27 before the Olympics, though.
She should. She's too old to be a gymnast. Liam the Tornado is in the chat. Hey, Liam says WWE is over pushing Nia Jax. She's not even that good compared to some people. And who asked for her to return? Can't even wrestle, right? She is overrated.
Overrated.
They need somebody who can break people's faces and their arms and other things about them. All those girls are too soft, Liam. They need some big girl in there who really likes to make injuries to other people. For real. Not just fake ones. So he says, I expect the Netflix people to show up on almost every Raw in the coming weeks and months. Maybe, I don't know. But I was like, D is a Nia Jax fan. Yeah? Cool.
This is ridiculous.
Oh no, it broke his heart.
I don't know what This Is
I
Us
don't
is.
either. It's some show on TV. I guess it was really
This
sad.
Is Us. I'll look it up. I'm on the phone.
Sophie says, I've seen rumors that Tamina is retired. I don't know where or how that rumor got started. She might be. We don't know, Sophie. There's nothing wrong with her.
That's a genuine pony rope pony. Come on in. Let me ride that pony.
Oh, God. Liam says, like me, is anybody else going to wake up at 5 in the morning to watch Elimination Chamber?
I might at 5, but I'm not at 3 when it comes on where I'm at. That's so early.
Once again, is that the pre-show or is that the actual show?
2 for us pre-show.
Oh.
3 regular show. 5.
3:30.
There's no 30s.
Oh, there's no. It's no matter what. There's no 30s.
I mean, there's a half-hour pre-show in some markets.
Oh.
But it's if you're on Peacock, it's an hour.
Feels like I need her accolades, stats, right? Archer's former family.
Have you ever seen Taylor Swift? People at home, I don't know if you can see that.
The Miz is going to be in this match, huh?
It's Taylor Smith. Swift. Who is?
The Miz.
Yeah, it's a 8-man tag. Told you that.
Yeah, I didn't know the Miz was going to be in it. I didn't know the fourth person.
Oh.
Piccolo says the Snuka family tree is quite depressing. Not a stout. Robbie says, Sophie, you started the rumor just now.
It's awesome. Kung Fu Panda 4. Skadoosh. She's the only EST. No. I don't know about that. Bianca might be cuter too than the blue girl.
Right. Harley's in the chat. Hey, Harley says, hello, everyone. Quentin Mitchell's also in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, I got the COVID. No.
Not the COVID.
Not the COVID.
You caught it 4 years too late.
Not the unicorn sprinkles. Liam says, if Cody Rhodes doesn't win the title at WrestleMania 40, that will be WWE's biggest fumble of the decade.
Like last year.
Sophie says, I tried watching Oppenheimer.
Did you not make it? I haven't even tried yet. I did watch Iron Claw, though. The Iron Claw. Watched that last night.
Yep.
Anybody else watch the Iron Claw? Zac Efron looks like a bodybuilder in it.
His face is so hideous. It creeped me out so bad. I hated his face so much. I was like, oh my God. Like, no. Please, no. So he's like, I got bored after like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could see it. I understand. It's a story that we all know. So they have to add drama to it, which is just weird.
You know, it's weird because, like, I could see, like, a documentary, like, thing about it, right? But making a drama movie about it is really kind of odd.
Right.
Like, it's odd to me. Like, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I'm just saying it's odd. Like, it's just weird to me that they would do that. It's odd. I mean, that's like, you know, well, we we have this whole documentary planned on Chernobyl, but what we're really going to do is we're going to have a drama show about it.
Don't turn off the reactor.
I mean, really, right? I mean, it's just like, what the fuck?
If you turn off the reactor, it'll overheat.
Don't know the story of like the stuff like that's in Oppenheimer's. I mean, there's a good possibility that people don't know it and stuff, and like all the background of it, which makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, let's put it this way. If you're watching it just for appreciation of people acting, it's probably good, I'm going to say. But if you're, like, watching it for, like, historical facts or something, probably not probably going to happen. You should read a book instead. But, I mean, yeah. Because oh, Sophie, we need to hear your reviews. So he says, and it is a 3-hour movie. Yeah. Robbie says these Hollywood blockbusters are not living up to their name. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, so I'll probably never watch it. But I'm not going to tell other people, like, you should watch it. It's stupid. If that's the kind of stuff you like, you go for it. Like, there are probably other things I find. I look at movies as for entertainment, not critiquing people's acting abilities. I'm a weirdo.
Michael Chandler, he's a fun one.
Equal says, what's his name who played Carrie? He played him well. Yeah, what's his name? Like, something White? What was his name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy who played Carrie in the Iron Claw.
Oh, the bug eye guy?
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder. I seen a picture of him as a Chihuahua today, and it was hilarious. But
you know, I don't know. I didn't know the Von Erichs or how they were, or
but
like
I can tell
life.
you that they weren't 5'4", like that guy was.
Yeah, that
Carrie was
weird.
a big dude.
That part was very strange because I looked up some information and stuff, and like the only brother that was really tiny was Chris, and so I was like, well, that's really weird. But I know the guy as the guy from Shameless that played his part Carrie, and he did good in the acting part, but I don't know those guys, so I don't know how they were supposed to be. So I couldn't even say if they played each character correctly or right.
Michael Chandler is shirtless in the crowd.
Sophie says, my sister saw it in the movie theaters when it came out last year. Pico says, go back to Madam Web and tour bullshit then. Oh. Sophie says, I kind of like watching Titanic movie more than watching Oppenheimer. I don't know the story that well. Bill says, pretty Chris Nolan is a better director than any trash Marvel director.
The Titanic, it sinks.
Anymore, Piccola. I have absolutely no respect for Marvel anymore, by the way. Like, at all. Like, I'm just like, yeah, no, thank you.
I think they gave
up. Any movie
up.
they come out with, I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that shit. Like,
it sucks
I've
because
done that for like
Captain
the last
America,
6 years.
The first Captain America was fan-fucking-tastic. You know what I mean? Like, and then the first Marvel movie was great. And they just started going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Each movie. So they got to the point where, like, Guardians of the Galaxy was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, and they just do too many. Like, the first one, haha, you know, it's fine. Like, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, great, done. You know, like the earlier Marvel movies, okay, yeah, fine. Iron Man, you know.
Iron Man's, all three of them were good. The first two were the better ones.
What's his face as your guy, Captain America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that one, the first one.
Best one I've ever seen.
You know, I mean, but then they just kept going, and you're just like, oh my god. Like, please stop. Please stop. It's like, oh my god, people really like this superhero stuff. And it's
Let's
like,
overdo it.
Please no. Like, it's, yeah, Not.
Even the Winter Soldier, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. And I really am. Like, I haven't seen anything since like then.
Yeah. Feels there's not enough flying and Thanos and dumb people in costumes.
I did watch those two. I did watch the 1 and 2 of Thanos.
People, I am pretty sure that those people that you're talking about, those people in Oppenheimer were wearing costumes too. I'm kidding.
By the way, I think they're the same actor. Isn't Robert Downey Jr. in both of them?
Iron Man's in Oppenheimer! What are you talking about, people? I'm just kidding, buddy. I know you really enjoyed that movie, and I know you enjoy it for other specific reasons than the historical information that they really didn't put in the movie for the acting purposes and the story of the movie and things like that. I get it, like the appreciation and stuff like that. I get the cinematic appreciation and stuff, so... Sophie says, it is hard to review movies without spoiling it for people. Sophie says, the Iron Claw, it seemed like that movie took forever to make. Piccolo says, who? Wilder or Jeremy Allen White as a Chihuahua? It was Jeremy Allen White as Carrie. His Carrie character is Carrie as a Chihuahua. Dude, it was weird.
Looks just like him, the big bug eyes.
And people's like, bugging. I mean, the who spoils, but this is the line crossed. Oh, Rob is like, Marvel isn't my cup of tea. Sophie says, Bottom Up is one of those movies. I don't know if I want to see it in the movies or wait till it streams at home.
What is it?
I'm probably not going to watch it at all, Sophie.
What is it?
Madam Web.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to watch any of it. Ever. Thank you.
I heard it was so bad that this guy, he's like, look, I like being the guy that only likes, like, a movie and no one else likes it. He's like, I love being that guy. And he's like, I can't even be that guy with this movie. It was so bad. It's like they went out of their way to be bad. But I wouldn't watch it anyways.
Sophie says, I like Marvel movies a lot better than DC movies.
I don't know. I like they did a really good job with
There's a lot more DC movies.
The Justice League. That one with Superman. They just did a really good job with it.
I like their one-off DC movies better than I do the whole universe of Marvel where they have to make everything together and intricate.
Like Christopher Reeves as Superman is the greatest. And then I would go with what's his name with Captain America.
Oh.
Because I do love Captain America. Those are like my two favorites, Superman and Captain America.
Yep.
For DC and then the other one. Marvel.
Sophie says all the Marvel movies are connected to each other. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Pico says, oh my god, they do. How wonderful. Sophie says Thor 4 was kind of boring. And Robbie says, please, no more Superman movies. Sophie says Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man in almost every Marvel movie he appeared in.
We should have.
Except Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he was an Iron Man in Oppenheimer.
I'm kidding.
He was playing his dad in Oppenheimer. He was the other Stark.
People's like, so tell me, RDJ in costume flying is more entertaining? Okay. Sue me. Well, I was joking about the whole costume thing, Picola and Robert Downey Jr. wearing a costume in Oppenheimer. I actually enjoyed him in Weird Science way more, but, hey, sue me.
I like him in Weird Science. I like him in a lot of movies.
I knew RDJ before he was ever Iron Man.
I'll watch Weird Science over Iron Man every day of the week. And she knows it because she won't let me watch it anymore because I'll watch it any day of the week.
I was like, D, what happened to your boy Cuba Gooding Jr.? He's fallen off.
I haven't seen him since Show Me the Money.
Show
me the money.
I don't know. I don't follow people's careers. I have no idea. You tell me. So he says, Blue Beetle wasn't that great. Oh, no. So
what the fuck is that? I don't even remember that.
I think that's one of those other weird movies. I don't know.
Was that a DC one?
I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't know. I would rather spend my time watching. I would probably rather watch Oppenheimer than I would ever watch another Marvel movie in my entire life. That Marvel movie better be like non-woke, complete, like something completely different that has nothing to do with a connection to any of it before I would ever watch one ever again. So let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a hard time with that, but
I would
I want to watch John Wick 4, but I can't get over the fact that it's like 18 hours long, and it's like, fuck. Like, let me watch
I
it.
would suffer through watching those blue people.
No, you wouldn't. Don't lie.
Before I would watch a Marvel.
There's
new
no
Marvel movie.
Fucking way you would watch Avatar.
Then a new Marvel movie.
Did I try to watch Avatar 1? 18 times in my life. I'm like, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to sit and watch this fucking movie. I'm going to chain myself to this chair. And I still can't make it.
I can't handle that movie. I don't know what it is about it. And I know everybody like, oh, well, the cinematic stuff that they did and the CGI. And I get all the technical stuff behind it, but I just don't feel that, like, that's what should be a movie. Like, shouldn't be all about that stuff. To me, anyways. I mean, there's some movies that are specifically for that, and that's what that movie was. It was specifically this movie. But they tried to put a story in there, too. In the second one, they didn't even try to put a story.
I don't know.
I think they said it was the same story as the first one.
I don't know.
Only like the opposite or something. I don't know. That's what I might have heard from somebody. I don't know.
I know McKenna said it was good, but she also liked the first one. So
yeah, she's a weirdo. You can't go off of what she likes. I'm kidding. So it says your thoughts on all the X-Men movies.
Nothing wrong with them. The ones I've seen, I think there's a couple that I haven't seen that are newer, but I've seen most of them.
Most of the X-Men movies, they haven't taken to a point where they just fuck it to the point of fucking it. That's what they did with Marvel, by the way. So it's just different.
I mean, there's one where they're like back in time and they're having to like do things, and Homeboy's like laying on a bed, but it's happening in the past.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a little rough. I don't like time travel in my movies. Once you start fucking with time travel, because they even tried it in Harry Potter, and you notice that she broke all the whatever they're called, turntable things.
Yeah,
whatever,
the time turners.
because it's bad. It's not a good idea to start messing with time, because then it just says, okay, anything can happen at any time, and it's stupid. Now, like Back to the Future or something, they don't really do that. Although they did leave it open. Eventually, they'll probably make part 4 or remake the whole series. But as of now, that's not happening. But just stay away from time travel, and the movie will be fucking fantastic.
They did that one that wasn't too bad. It was okay. That one with Ryan Reynolds when he went back when he was a kid.
I haven't seen that.
Or something like that,
I know what you're talking about. But there's one like Frequency was like that.
Yeah, but Frequency was over the radio, wasn't it? Like a ham radio, and he talked to his dad. That was kind of different.
Right.
I mean, I think that there's a point, there's like a line, like if you go too far kind of thing.
Well, when they just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It just gets like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's endless. Like, you can just keep doing movies.
True. People say, so it doesn't matter anymore. I think the point is, a little bit, people probably. So if it says, TKO, what an interesting announcement that they made today.
What'd they make?
I don't know. Pico's
something about Chandler?
Unsubbing. What? Unsub? Oh, Pico. Liar. Rob says, Weird Science is a hilarious film. It is.
Oh, yeah.
So if it says, Ally McBeal is the reason Robert Downey Jr. is popular. Is it?
Did you just say Ally McBeal? Was he in Ally McBeal? Wasn't that a series?
I'm guessing.
I remember her.
So if it says Deadpool
Callista
and Wolverine,
Flockhart or Callista Flockhart
yeah,
or something
like that. Looks interesting. They're making John Wick 5, and people says the point is superheroes just are staying. Yes. That's why I like the weird vigilante type of superhero. More so than the have powers. So he says, my mom loves Avatar 1, but she didn't like Avatar 2. Pico says, and things don't need to be recycled. Another Hunger Games. Not necessary. Oh. Like Lord of the Rings?
Wait, hold on. What do you say? What is it called?
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, though, isn't recycled. It's a prequel.
And it's based off of the book.
And it's really close to the book, so it's not too bad. And it's the snow story, and I don't think they're going to continue it. If they keep going with it, then it's
going to be weird.
Because there's no books.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to make it up.
Well, that, and it'd be weird if they tried to continue a story about him, because it'd just be odd. It'd be really
It would just
weird.
be another Hunger Games, but earlier.
Yeah. It would be weird.
I've never actually seen the Hunger Games movies. I've watched the first one, because we were going to watch them all. And then we stopped.
Did.
No, we stopped after the first one. But I've read the books. So I know all the books.
Yeah, we did read all the books. So it says TV shows does the whole thing, time travel thing. Before Ally McBeal, Robert Downey Jr. was like in jail. Before that, he was doing other things. So it was like they did a reboot of Frequency, but as a TV series with the gender swap.
Huh.
That's weird. So he says Robert Downey Jr. was on Ally McBeal, the TV series, for like season or 2. Fantastic Beasts 1 was good. The second one was okay. And people's like, only you bring up Ally McBeal. What the fuck's up these news?
Yeah, that was weird. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one was weird too. I'm like, Ally McBeal.
Pretty sure that he was in fucking
Robert
Weird
Downey
Science before he was in Ally McBeal.
Well, of course he was.
But what do I know? I know nothing.
He was addicted to drugs when he was 12.
Yeah.
His parents gave him cocaine and shit when he was a kid.
Basically, that poor guy. I'm just glad he's gotten to a point now where either he does it on the sly and nobody knows, or he's fucking clean as fuck.
Right. Whatever.
Whatever. The Judgment Day is showing our truth what they're really about.
Our truth's laughing.
He's got tape on their names on his shirt.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah.
Like all of them?
Yeah. They're doing a new Deal or No Deal Island. Oh, I didn't even know.
I didn't know that was a thing.
What the fuck?
I don't know if I've ever seen
What
Deal or
in the
No Deal.
motherfuck? What the fuck is that shit? My God, you talk about something they shouldn't recycle, P-Cola. Game shows.
The one I would like them to bring back is that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That was fun.
As long as they do it right.
Yeah, just Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Not weird shit. Like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Deal or No Deal. Sophie says Ferris Bueller's Day Off was a cool movie. Weird Science was a good movie.
There's a lot of good ones. My favorite from the 80s is, what's it called? What's that called? One I like.
Which one?
The only one I like.
From the 80s? There's a lot of them you like from the 80s. License to Drive.
Okay,
Saint
I'm talking
Elmo's
about
Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire. Demi Moore. Before she was Demi Moore.
Pugel says a lot of child actors have so much pressure and some didn't live to talk about it. It's true.
Like Dickie Roberts. He had to go back and relive his childhood. They did a reality show on him.
Oh my God. Stop.
I've seen it.
Sophie says Deal or No Deal Island is going to be like Survivor. And Sophie says they have rebooted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire a couple times with different hosts. Sophie says Ghost was a cool movie.
I just feel like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire could be as popular as Jeopardy if they did it right. Meaning they're not doing it right. Because who doesn't want to watch people become millionaires? And they probably make over $1 million an episode anyways, so even if they had somebody win every episode, it wouldn't even be a big deal.
Right.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Tax-free. Something like that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you don't pay taxes. They pay the taxes, so you end up with $1 million. So whatever state you're in, they pay the rest.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. You're guaranteed to take home $1 million. In cash. No security guards.
No security guards.
So if you're going to the trailer park, you're going to get mugged. That's a different reality show. So they follow you home with the cameras.
So it says they did have Terry Crews on the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, Lord.
That's an interesting person
Did he
to
do
have
the
on
pep
it.
talk of love? Pep talk of love.
An interesting host. He also says I'd rather just watch Naked and Afraid or Alone.
I bet you Alone would be pretty good. I should watch that show. I'm pretty sure I could do that one. Live in the mountains by myself for a year or whatever they have to do.
Right. Robbie says, did you think Wheel of Fortune was a decent game show?
Did I? No. Dude, I can't solve it when every letter's on the board. So, yeah. If there's one letter missing, I'm like, no clue. Unless it's obvious, like the. Like TH, and then it's obviously me.
So he says he wants to be a millionaire was a daytime game show for a while. I don't know if it's still on.
Right, that's what I was saying. It should be. If
no
it's
idea.
Not.
I don't watch a lot of daytime TV, so can't help you.
I watched Kevin and Von Erich do this on the movie.
So he says, would you do good on Jeopardy?
I love Jeopardy.
Depends on the questions. But no, I wouldn't do good on Jeopardy.
I used to dominate in the 90s when I knew everything. MTV taught you everything you ever needed to know.
Right.
It had news, and it had music, and it had all pop culture.
Right.
It had sports, it had everything. And then all of a sudden it would turn into a reality show, and then it got really bad after about 2002 probably.
Right.
Get him, Finn.
Dirty dum dum.
Oh. Crossroads. Oh, no. Inverted DDT. Oh, McDowell hit him with that giant head. That'll kill you.
Yeah, kill ya. So it says, remember the first winner of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He only used one lifeline to answer the very last question. I don't. Never watched it.
So I didn't watch it live, but I did watch it on YouTube later on in life. And yeah, it's pretty impressive. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember the question, but I'm pretty sure I knew it.
He probably knew it too, but he was like, oh, I guess I'll call somebody. He said, hey, so-and-so, just wanted to say I love you.
Right, yeah, that's what it was.
Or something.
Yeah.
Because he really didn't need to call anybody for it.
I'm going to be a millionaire. Just letting you know. Yeah.
Robbie says, just don't land on bankrupt when you spin the wheel. On Wheel of Fortune.
It wouldn't matter if I landed on the letters. I only know 13 letters out of the alphabet. I'd still lose. Like I said, they could be all up there and I would read it wrong and I'd get it wrong.
Right.
That's not a joke. That's some real shit.
Go, R-Truth! Get him!
Oh, Stinger Splash!
Ah!
Uh-oh, choke slam coming.
Oh, no. Oh.
Got him up.
Oh, he got out of it.
R-Truth. Him in the belly.
Him in the gut. So he says, so I'm guessing Roman will be rated 99 since nobody on the roster has rated that yet.
I don't know, but they did Jey Uso at a 90.
Oh, God.
There was a girl that was at a 90 that blew my mind the other day, too. They were doing some, and I was just like, what the fuck? Solo Sequoia's 86. Jimmy Uso is a 84. Maxine Dupree's a 64, I think. That's the lowest I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
They had Liv Morgan at a 90 or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was some girl, and it was way too high. It was a ridiculous rating. But I can't remember what it was.
Feels like, oh, come on, Travis. I want to learn intricacies about a 15-year-old pregnant girl or greasy party Jersey people. So he says they're making Scrabble into a game show for the CW. It was announced this weekend. Pickle says on second thought, MTV reality made it trash. It did.
It ruined television.
Reality TV has made everything
and
trash.
I didn't know that it was going to do that, so I love the real world, so I'm the problem. Because it was fucking fantastic watching that shit. I could not wait for whatever Wednesday night or whatever night it was and watch that shit. And be like, oh my God, he's so fucking cool. I love Cyrus. Or whatever, whatever one it was. Uh-oh, rolls it through.
Roll up!
Did he just beat Money in the Bank?
Oh,
No.
He almost did.
Oh, that'll pop your eardrums.
Robbie says, D, you ever watch America Says? I might have seen some of it, but not really. Again? Jesus.
Mick Dope just put his head across the ring, and it blocked like everybody.
So I wonder how they come up with the ratings every year. I love both Real World and Road Rules. So you're the problem too.
Yeah, Road Rules didn't come out till later.
You ruined television with your reality show liking.
Beavis and Butthead, and what was the one with the girl? My So-Called Life.
Oh, My So-Called Life.
I didn't watch Daria. I wasn't a fan.
When you said girl, I didn't realize you were.
Yeah. But those were the
I thought you were talking cartoons still because you said Beavis and Butthead.
I still call Homeboy every time I see him the same. I call him Jordan Catalano. That's his name. So like when I see him in a movie, because he's in like Alexander, you know, and I'm like, oh, Jordan Catalano. But that's not his real name. It's like Jared Leto, I think.
Yes, it's Jared Leto.
He still has long hair to this day.
He does. So if it says MTV used to be good, then they come up with a lot of reality shows. Real World and Road Rules were the reality shows.
That's what did it. That's how it started.
Started all of it. So it says, didn't Road Rules come like a year after the first season of Real World? Don't know.
I think it was way later than that, but I could be way off. I just don't remember Road Rules. I don't even know what it is. Meaning that I didn't watch it, and that means it had to have been later on. Because I watched him. It was Channel 32. To this day, I will start at 32 and go up, or 32 and go down.
Right. Robbie says Judgment Day with a win no one is excited for. It's because they pinned R-Truth, and R-Truth is popular, and they pinned the popular guy. And at some point, they should have gave him a little bit of a win. Some kind. But they're like, nope, he's garbage. Throw him to the wolves. So, there's that. Hey, kitty. What you doing, kitty? Get yourself cleaned up.
You shut your mouth, fatty. I'll come out there and slap the herpes off your lip. That's what he's talking about with Cody. Because it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, he's just saying he beat Cody at WrestleMania, and you don't just get to do it again. He's like, the San Francisco 49ers don't get to say, well, I get a rematch, you know, to finish my story.
I don't care about anything that comes out of his mouth. I just would rather him just shut it and never talk to her again.
Little crybaby bitches. So he does do a weird hand gesture, and I don't know if he did it on purpose, like for the story, or if he just did it different. No, Salt Lake. With the bloodline.
Blah, blah,
It's
blah,
cooking.
blah.
But he does this. See? His thumb out. Like it's a gun. So his was different.
Okay.
What's it mean? Let's figure it out. Let's bust the code tonight.
Okay.
We'll stay all night if we have to.
Pretty much that he's the loser, because that's usually what that meant in our world. Loser.
Oh, it's Becky. Looking fine.
Gotta start listening again. Your dumb talk.
She kissed herself.
Of course she did.
That was hilarious.
Who else is she gonna kiss?
Oh, Cookie.
That'd be weird.
Is it really almost 8?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought it was like just 6:50.
If it was a normal time, we would be done. But because it's a Monday, we're not.
Strap in for that last hour. It's going to be a ride. We still have stuff, don't we? I know we at least have the Gunther
There's
match.
the men thing has to happen.
What men thing?
Oh, was that the only man thing?
What kind of men thing?
I don't know. Was the 6-man thing the man thing?
Yeah.
All the
That was
men's
8 men.
big men thing or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got Chad Gable going out 1-on-1 with the big fat guy, Ivar.
Yeah, that.
He's going to slap the herpy off his lips.
Oh my god.
They got from Sarah, being within 18 feet of her. Because of her hygiene.
He goes like, probably not, fam. Why not? The man yawn? Oh, not the yawning of man. Peel says, hot tub streamers calling my name.
Are they?
Do you watch the dudes?
Do you watch the...
Or are you prejudiced?
It's not prejudice. That would be sexist.
Are you sexist and prejudiced? They deserve streaming, views too.
Do you give them your free money from Amazon? Are you an Amazon Prime member? You get free money that you can give to the streamers. That's how you know it's good.
Do they eat in the hot tub?
Like a sandwich? Like, what's his name?
Yeah.
He's all dropping his food.
Tomato just float around.
God damn it, white boy. Quit talking about the police. The hook of you ass punched last night.
Pig legs. Only if they let me thumb their butts.
With his
well, then they'd have to be in Florida. So there's that.
With his he pussy. That's a huge bitch. I'm pretty sure that's like Will Purdue or somebody.
I think we've looked it up before.
That foot is so huge. It's like that big. He's like, oh.
His little tiny hands.
Like a good neighbor. I'm hearing neighbor.
It's neighbor, is what they're
That's
trying
what I'm
to say.
saying.
Actually,
Neighbor.
it's probably really pronounced neighbor, but whatever.
Neighbor.
I mean, would you pronounce it the same as you would your, or would you
Wait,
pronounce
are
it
they
as
doing
our?
breakdancing in the Olympics?
Is it a new Olympic sport? Is breakdancing part of the Olympics? Is that the new things they're putting in there to be inclusive to everybody?
Oh my fucking god.
We're not going to be watching much of the Olympics this year.
I guess I'm boycotting the 24 games. Okay, 24. Wait, hold on.
Sophie says, we only got 6 weeks till Mania. Well, I mean, they have, skateboarding and shit. I guess it would.
Well, it's already, so put it in that. The X Games or whatever the fuck it is.
No, I meant they have skateboarding in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So I guess that means they could have breakdancing.
They really do. Let me look.
Pickle. So it's like, we only got 6 weeks till Mania. Robbie says it's not spelled the same as door or hour. Sophie says this is also the voting year. Piccolo says Filipinos better medal than in the breakdancing competition. Right? Sophie says the Olympics really want to lose more fans this year. Well, that garbage. Like,
It's called hip hop dance.
What the fuck? So they get rid of fucking baseball and they put that fucking garbage in? Fuck them. That's bullshit. Like, it's not even a fucking sport. What in the good goddamn? Oh, fuck. Pickle says, I remember when I had some stupid friends, they wore like matching yellow jogging gear.
It will not be back on the menu after the Paris Olympics.
They're only doing it for this time and this time only. It's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Feels like Asians represent across my heart. Stop. So he says, wonder whose idea that was to put breakdancing in the Olympics instead of baseball. Robbie's like, oh, breakdancing is cool, especially the headspin and windmill.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's funny as fuck. Like, I love watching it. When I was a kid,
oh, I'm sure
we had these guys in our grade school that were so fucking good at it because it was the heart of it. Like when I was in first grade, it was the early 80s. Right?
Yeah.
And these guys were amazing. They were like April's age.
Yeah.
It was the only time I went to school with her because,
yeah.
you know, because there was 6 years of difference there. 7 years.
Right.
And so we all got to go to this little gym and they would do it. Like, so like Eric Cotton, like they would just get up there and break dance. So I still remember it to this day, how cool it was. And I was tiny. I was like the calf size. But I never did it. I bought the DVDs, but I wore flip-flops and I didn't know that was causing my Achilles problems.
Uh-oh.
And so I couldn't do it because my Achilles hurt so bad all the time. And so I couldn't do like the worm or anything. But my roommate got really good at it. We had the tapes, literally cassette tape. Or not cassette, whatever, VHS tapes. And we would do like
Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, but breakdancing. No shit.
Robbie's like b-boy dancing, basically. What did you say? Hip-hop dancing or whatever with whatchamacallit?
Breakdancing.
With breakdancing included. So he's like, how the hell is breakdancing a sport? Search me.
Dancing's sporty, right? You have to
No,
repeat.
it fucking is not.
Okay, this is my definition of an athlete.
All fucking ballroom dancing then, too. Why the fuck not?
Right, and they could do that. I'm
dumb
just saying my definition of an athlete is someone that can repeat the same motion over and over.
Right, but ballet in it then, because it's just like skating.
I'm not arguing.
Literally.
I'm not arguing.
No, I'm saying if you're going to have something, actually put something in there that makes sense.
Just like golf. Like, to be an elite golfer, you have to repeat your mechanics every single time. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. If they're the same every time, you're going to hit the ball where you're aiming.
Pickle says, my ankles suck. I couldn't even attempt a backspin or a headspin. Oh, shit.
Mine was my flip-flops, but I didn't know it until I started wearing shoes again. And then I noticed that my Achilles started healing up. And then I started wearing my flip-flops again. And then I noticed it was getting bad again. And I'm like, wait a second, there's a correlation here. And it's because I flex my toes to keep my flip-flops on, my thongs, whatever they were called.
Yeah.
And so I'd flex my toes, which put all that pressure on my Achilles to keep my shoe on.
Becky's out here talking about Elimination Chamber stuff, guys. Pickle says, yes, ballroom, baby. Same for flip cups or cornhole. We think the same, Travis. Flip cup and cornhole. Mechanics.
There it is.
Beer pong. I mean, come on now. Come on. It's mechanics. Oh. So it's like, it seems like every Summer Olympics, they always try different sports. I just don't feel like it's a sport. I don't even know how you could say it's a sport. That's so embarrassing. What am I looking at? Oh, that. Okay.
The literature.
How long has it even been in there, for fuck's sake?
Year.
God damn. I don't even know why it's there to begin. That's fucking stupid as shit. I was like, oh my God, stop chatting and actually wrestling, you fraud, Becky!
She's not wrestling tonight.
She's not wrestling tonight. She has to come out and talk. It's her first time ever being in an elimination chamber. She has to yak about it. Only makes sense.
Yeah, breakdancing will be the first dance sport ever to compete in the Olympics, and it's one time and done.
The first and last, I hope. Fuck. That's the dumbest shit I've seen. Fuck. They're like, let's make it a big joke. This is great.
You know, and the shitty thing is it's probably going to be like on a mat with a bunch of lights and people watching. Breakdancing needs to be in the dark with fucking
I know, right? They're like, how
let's
do
put it
you...
into you.
How do you judge that
You're
shit?
supposed to take it that way.
How do you judge it? How do you...
They need the kid from freaking Footloose, the original. And he's all like... I love it.
Oh, Robbie
I
says...
will literally watch that show for that part at the end, and then I'm like this. Did you see that? I'll rewind that part 50 times.
So it says, what, they couldn't find any baseball players to play baseball for the Olympics? They got rid of baseball in the Olympics years ago.
They shouldn't have baseball in the Olympics anyways. It's dumb to have sports. Basketball's stupid. All those sports are dumb. And the reason is because you have to play too many games.
Sure.
I don't like that. Where you have to play like 30 games. Even hockey's dumb. It's like, I don't want to play 15 extra games to get a medal.
Right.
And those games are being played all along. So you have to watch them on separate channels and shit. To me, it's dumb. Just, even tennis is dumb.
Volleyball. Robbie says, oh my
No.
God, stop chatting and actually wrestle. Oh, I read that. Robbie says, get this twat off my TV.
Women's beach volleyball should never be banned.
Sophie says, I'd rather see shuffleboard than breakdancing for the Olympics.
Right.
People says, I had an Army buddy, big corn-fed guy from Kansas. He was an Olympic qualifier for 04 in archery.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love how that sport works. They don't know when the arrow's going to leave. So they have a special mechanism that they put in their hand. So they'll pull it back. And because if you know when you're going to release it, your body will tense up.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just hold it on the target and then it just goes.
Huh.
It's a surprise. Or you'll lock up.
Robbie says, nah, fam. Breakdancing is great. Not in the Olympics, Rob. Sophie says the original Footloose person is Kevin Bacon.
No. This is a kid that's on... You got to watch it. And then you got to watch the dance scene at the end. You know, when he screams and then the Footloose song starts. And watch the kid that starts to break dance. He is so fucking amazing. I'm like, what? Like his legs go out.
That is in the original Footloose.
Yeah.
Not the remake. Robbie says, watch some Brazilian people breakdancing contests. That ish is mad. I mean, contests I get, but not the Olympics. Feels like, try pulling his bow once. Like 75 pounds of pressure or something. He was really strong. Yeah, those things are crazy.
My dad had one, or has one. And like, I couldn't pull it until I was in my freaking mid-20s. And I was strong in my early 20s. Mm-hmm. It's like a technique, because you have to like, you pull up and then down. And I didn't know that. So I just grab it and try to pull.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, do I have to stand on it? Like, how do you do this?
Yeah.
And my dad could just grab it and go like that. And I'm like...
Yeah, because you're using this hand to lock and this arm to push.
Yeah.
So you're pushing out, not pulling towards you.
Mm-hmm. And I'd do this and I couldn't get it and he could just go... I'm like, what the fuck? Old man? Dick? He's like in his 40s.
Right. Sophie says Olympics is good, I guess, for every sport out there. Robbie says, breakdancing already been going strong with world championships. I don't care. That's not the Olympics. I don't give a flying fuck.
So bad.
You think they're going to have... How many countries are going to be in it?
Rack rod. Every country.
In the breakdancing?
Yeah, there's some country that, like, invented it. And so...
It's probably Brazil.
And they're wanting to be gold medalists because they invented it. Could be us, for all I know. I don't know.
Sophie says, I never understood why baseball and basketball were part of the Olympics anyway.
Don't like it. And especially with the professional athletes. Like, come on. Nobody wants to see the Dream Team over and over. Like, Dream Team 7 with Kobe Bryant. Or Dream Team 15 with LeBron James. It's like, stop.
Sophie says, why can't they introduce breakdancing in the Winter Olympics? Why would it be a Winter Olympic sport?
Would it be on the ice?
Yeah, there's so many people that give a shit. So many people in the audience are so happy.
Yeah, it originated in New York City during the 60s and early 70s. Breakdancing. So America's supposed to take home the gold.
Feels like now that's something I can support, Sophie. So it says if breakdancing is a huge success in the Summer Olympics, expect it to happen every 4 years. It won't be. So if they've already announced that this is a one and done thing.
They're taking
They're
it
not
out.
having it in the 2028 Olympics.
Yeah, in
they've
Los
already
Angeles.
announced it. That doesn't mean they can't bring it back in
Oh!
another one, but
It's Tiffany time.
but they're not going
She's
to.
at the tippy top. That voice cut through you.
Excuse me, it's Tiffy time.
Gosh. Do they turn it up for that? Like the treble? They're just like,
Yes.
and did. No, you didn't. Sweetie. The belt act? Like her vagina just sticking out?
No. But you know how I talked before when I said that about her outfit? Like what it does to her area down there?
Right?
It's happening again.
It sticks all out. It's just everywhere. Like it sneezed. Is that what you're talking about? I noticed. Put in a little pad there, sweetie.
Oh no. Oh. Sophie's like, so what did breakdancing replace in Summer Olympics then?
I have no idea.
I don't know if it replaced anything, Sophie. They could have just added it for all we know. Piccolo says, bless you. Did somebody sneeze? Thank you. Yes. Sophie's like, didn't baseball players and basketball players usually get injured whenever they did appear in the Olympics?
No, they can. But there's no way. If I owned a Major League Baseball team and they said, hey, we're going to take your pitcher, I'd say absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Not even for one inning.
Yeah.
Nope.
Robbie says, quit your jibber jabber and fight with frauds. Eston needs a slap.
True.
Oh, God.
Might hurt her feelings, but it's true. She hasn't been champion for over a year.
Oh!
Of course, they have the blondes go at it, like the Becky and Bianca. Why not? Bianca is in heels. No, she still is.
No, she's still in them. Naomi has booted heels.
Oh,
look
shit!
at Nia. Look at her
Nia crushing folk.
Coming in hot.
Oh, Rackrod down. By the way, didn't Nia beat Rackrod once already, too?
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she beat everybody at one point. Sophie says baseball players in the Olympics didn't make sense since they missed their team regular season games during that time. Robbie says Nia Jax's looking to put people in the hospital to eat through a drip. Oh, God.
Not down on the floor. Liv will cry way too much. Oh, right into the post. Run away, Tiffany.
Oh, fuck. You be careful with her, Tiffany.
So I guess
Nia likes to break people.
Rhea's going to come out, I guess. Would be the only.
Will she? Oh, God.
Well, she's got heels on. She can't do anything athletic. You know how hard it would be to be on heels.
She was already out. Why didn't she rip them off while she was out?
Becky got headbutted. That might cause blood. Rhea's gonna come out.
Oh no.
They're pushing her hard.
Yeah. Well, the Rock's on the board, so you gotta make sure that, some of the family people get over.
They're already over before he was on the board.
It's
Look
the
at
only
Roman.
reason why we have Naomi back, too. So, there's that. So it's like, breakdancing a sport, that's fun. Robbie says, Esther, what a pussycat Clark, just ran away. Did she? She came in. She didn't get to run away. Tiffany's like, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding out of my mouth? No.
Uh-oh.
Who is illustrious Korea? Robbie says, but didn't stay to fight. What? She
got beat
she
up.
got
She's
right
in the
back
corner.
in there and got
That's
pushed.
her right there laying down.
Yeah, she didn't go nowhere. She came right back in to try to go after her again.
And then got
Didn't
floored.
work, but...
I don't know. I think the Honky Tonk Man's still better. But it's cool. He's cool, he's cocky, and he's bad. Not to mention the Ultimate Warrior. Can you imagine the Ultimate Warrior? That video showed you, didn't it? He's like working with kids, and he's like, fuck! I'm like,
why is he yelling at
he's yelling at kids.
Can't
get the fuck out of here with that. I'm like, this is a child. He's like, I can't get the fuck out of here with that.
Do you think their parents had to sign a waiver?
I don't know.
Tell their children, it's like, he's gonna yell at you and swear. It's okay.
He might beat you up. So.
He doesn't really mean it.
I want you to run until you can't run anymore, and then you'll crawl. Don't worry, we have cell phones. We can call 911. Poor kids. I'm like,
I was like, this 3 hours of Raw giving me heartburn. No way.
Gable, Ivar, next. So they released every match they had tonight.
That's
before
weird.
It started. That's some AEW shit. I wonder why he would be doing what AEW does. Oh, because it's the same guy. I'm scared. There's aliens. Get Beyonce eyes.
Ew.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's the same thing.
That's a dinosaur and alien.
I don't know, but that's the same thing.
Hi.
Hello.
What you doing?
Sitting here with a cat on my lap. He's been here for hours. It's annoying.
I laid back, but he didn't want none. Taylor Swift. Is she your favorite?
No, none of them are.
Taylor Swift?
Any version.
I like Taylor.
Are you leaving? Oh, where are you going? In your 25 seconds.
Why would I leave?
I don't know, you're the one leaving.
Anyways, why would I?
Oh, I was have you bring in some peanut butter M&Ms or something. I don't know. He does that sometimes. Baja Blast! You should comb it over. Wear a hat. Get a bald wig thing. Perfect. Holy crap.
Who's supposed to wear a hat?
Bald people. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's still a hair loss commercial. Bosley. Yeah. He's on the magazine. It is. Did he invent it? Did he invent it? Oh. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. No, just bring the whole thing. Okay, they're back, but it's Shinsuke Nakamura talking about Sami Zayn. I don't know. He's talking about Sami Zayn, a contender, a fighter of all fighters. True fighters don't whine to everyone to try and get a spotlight. Yeah, you whiny little bitch. You want a spotlight? I'll give you one. If you think you're an underdog, I'll make sure you stay that way. By defeating you again. By breaking you again. By dragging you to the very bottom. Then you can bask in everyone's sympathy. No! I don't need a paper towel. But I will show them that their contender is a pretender. You want more, Shinsuke?
No.
Your sister was here, wasn't she? What the fuck ever? Somebody has. They were this full before.
Set them up the other night.
I didn't eat that many of them, though. Your sister was eating them. Yeah, they were up here. They were this full before.
I'm not saying she did.
Yeah, she did. I didn't eat this many. There's no fucking way I ate that many of them.
Who's that guy?
You know what? We can go back to the tapes. Because the last time I ate them was on our show.
Ooh.
Pretty sure.
Callum Walsh. Professional boxer.
Want to get in the bucket? Sorry, buddy.
All right, there's your match. Starting Eric. Or Ivar, I mean. In there with Chad Gable. So it's just one-on-one. None of the others are out here. Why didn't they want Maxine out there? Do you think it's because she had a match earlier?
I don't know. Chris says, have this King Callum versus Jake Paul.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
See if you can get him to sign it. Jake's got his own company, so he'll sign anything. You just got to get that King Callum in there. What weight class is he in? Because I watch boxing all the time and I've never heard of him.
Is he a boxer?
Yeah. Callum Walsh. I'm going to Google it right this second. It's funny that I paused on it.
He's an undefeated professional boxer. Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh, he's the next Irish boxing superstar. So he'll be up there with Katie.
Chad Gable across the way.
Katie Taylor.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is or who he's signed with or anything. I'll have to put him in my my memory here so I can follow him. That's how boxing is. It's such a crazy sport. If you like somebody, you have to literally Google them and follow them that way. Because boxing does not promote. Their promoters are shit. No commercials, no anything. They're like, oh, boxing fans know, so it's fine.
Hmm.
Well, how the fuck do you become a boxing fan? Oh no, they're just old people. Okay.
Funny.
I feel like boxing should just be on national television, ABC, Tuesday night. Bring it.
It's not that bloody usually.
Doesn't matter if it's bloody or not. Boxing. Used to have Muhammad Ali on TV. Why do you think so many people knew who Muhammad Ali was?
I mean, like,
It wasn't
it's
because he
not like
dodged the draft or whatever.
Bobby says, do you ever make sloppy joes much?
Yeah. Been known to.
That's a weird way to say your question. Yes, I do make sloppy joes. Do I make them often? No, I don't.
By minute. It's beef up. What? Pizza the Hut. I was trying to make them vibrate. But you weren't holding them very good, so I didn't want to hit it too hard.
Your sister definitely ate a whole bunch of these.
How
She was
many?
here last week. Because I haven't eaten these for like a week or
Just
more.
had some.
When? Tell me.
I don't Saturday? Or is it Sunday? Monday? I swear you had some.
Today is Monday.
I don't know what
I am
day it
having
is.
some now. I did not have any Friday. I did not eat any Saturday. I
I'm not
did
saying
not
she
have
didn't.
any yesterday.
Stop. I don't know. I don't think she did, though. I didn't think she did. That's what I meant. Was she here like Tuesday and Thursday, or was she not here Thursday? So I had them in Tuesday.
And I haven't eaten any since like last Monday.
Wednesday?
Maybe even.
Did you have any Wednesday? Go back to the tapes.
Go back to the tapes. And I don't eat that many of them. I don't sit here and just eat. I'm telling you, they were like this full.
Was it this week yet, Thursday?
Hmm?
Or was that last week?
Last week.
You were here Thursday. You weren't here Thursday.
I wasn't here Thursday this week.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Uh-oh, Ivar wins again. Oh, wait, no. Shorty G kicks out. We don't forget here. Oh, look at their ratings. They're about the same. One's a 79 and one's an 80. I wonder what Natalia thinks about her rating.
Does she think it's cheap?
This is
Because
a nickel.
she's
A nickel. Why is it built so cheap? It used to be cheap like that. It had a bigger lid and
saving plastic, you know, the world.
less fossil fuels.
Something like that.
Like the commercial in the Super Bowl about fossil fuels. I was like, really? Never thought I would see a commercial about that.
Promoting to use gas.
Or, well, oil, yeah.
Robbie says, was that one of your cheat meals?
Yeah, for today. It was her
Like-
third one today.
Are you talking about
It's like,
sloppy joes and cheat meals?
was that one of your cheat meals?
He asked me about sloppy joes before
Okay.
that. I'm pretty sure it's a continuation of that.
Okay.
Sloppy joes is a cheat. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, Chad, is that new ring gear? I don't.
It's green. I didn't know. I thought he wore green before, but I could be wrong.
Maybe.
Has it been purple?
No, I don't pay that much
Was it
attention.
USA before? It might have been USA before.
Maybe.
Old Ivar. The big man. Oh, God, he sat on him.
Oh, no, not the sitting.
That might have just broke him. Somehow, Shorty G kicks out. But how? How did he kick out? That's 8 kajillion pounds of man.
8 kajillion pounds of man.
Holy shit.
Silly. Over in this corner, like on this side, you don't see it on the camera that often unless they like swing over there. But there is a security guy who's in that corner, right? They you know where they're at. Yeah, right there in that corner. Anyways, the security guy was like telling all these people over there, like,
sit down.
Sit down. And I think that's fucking hilarious.
Is it happening here?
I don't know. It happened way earlier. But it was funny shit. I'm like, that's right hilarious. There.
Uh-oh. The Emperor of the Sky.
Oh, no.
Nope, but then right into an ankle lock.
Robbie says, do you ever think, why do they mess with a classic when it comes to food?
Tap!
I guess it depends.
Shorty
on
G
what
wins!
you're talking about,
Shorty G wins!
There are things, that you could have as a classic, but they could be improved upon, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, look at Maxine. Tozawa and the boys.
So, I mean, it kind of depends.
Maxine has a giant jacket on. There's no way that's hers.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. There it is.
Mountain Standard Time, 3 a.m. He wasn't sure if he had the right one.
Her?
No, his elimination.
Oh.
He's saying eliminate, and he's like, is that right?
Elimination Mania ladder match.
And then he had to like stop, and then he said it. Elimination Chamber.
6 p.m. Eastern, boy. Should be a good one. Thought you were doing 50. Been destroyed.
Yeah. Anyways, Ravi says, what put a twist on them? Yeah. I mean, I think that people just get bored with things. A good old classic standard, and so people have to either and cooking is making it your own, right, Ravi? That's what cooking is. Like, cooking is making it your own. So for somebody else it could be a twist, but for that person that did it, it's normal. Because that's all cooking is. How you cook your food, whatever type of dishes you like to eat, isn't going to be the same as somebody else cooking it. So
His shirt is a CM Punk shirt. He's at CM Punk's gravestone, and it says CM Punk's WrestleMania 24 through 24, and it's in tombstone, and he's standing there laughing at it.
His main event.
Yeah.
Dead on arrival, basically. Robbie says, so what twist can you do with mac and cheese?
Pretty much any. You can bake it, you can fry it, you can
do a lot of different stuff.
Put it on
mac
hamburgers, you can put it on chicken, you can, I don't know. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure you can do anything you want with that.
I mean, if you're going to make, right, the classic of mac and cheese, you can add stuff to it. A lot of people add like tuna and peas to it, I've seen. Me, on the other hand, not my thing. People add spam to it, or people add hot dogs to it, kind of stuff. Or you make it with white cheeses instead of like yellow type cheeses.
Should you make it into a sandwich? I mean, you could, but would it be
You could
any
make
good?
a fried mac and cheese sandwich. Why not?
It's a lot of gluten.
I mean, I've seen them, add it to hamburgers. I've seen them take brisket or something, barbecue brisket, and put mac and cheese on top of it. I've seen a mac and cheese casserole with like pulled pork and mac and cheese casserole kind of thing. I mean, you can probably do a lot of different twists with mac and cheese, but again, it's just a preference of flavors of what you like. So, Sophie's like, why can't they make the pay-per-view at 8 p.m. like they do everywhere else? Because they're in Australia and they're making it 8 p.m. in Australia.
Okay, so every sport that goes to Australia, so UFC does it, and boxing does it all the time. They go there twice a year, 3 times a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just do it Sunday morning. Well, not Sunday morning, but Sunday afternoon. And then it's PM here.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck didn't they do that? That's what irritates me. It's like, they should have just had it Sunday afternoon there.
They're like, no, we have to keep it on Saturday.
Well, it would have been Sunday or Saturday
Oh,
for
it'd
us.
be still Sunday. That's right. It's Sunday for them, huh?
Sunday would be daytime for them, and then it would be night Saturday here. But instead, now it's Saturday everywhere.
They did it Sunday night and
Saturday night there.
Are they behind us then?
They're ahead of us. It'll be Saturday night. It'll be Saturday morning for us. So Sunday afternoon would be Saturday night for us.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm like,
Yeah.
keep forgetting that Saturday morning actually starts at 12
Yeah.
a.m.
Oh. Like, it's right around noon.
I'm sleeping, so it's like nighttime.
It doesn't start until
It's
8.
nighttime, fuckers. It's nighttime. Not morning time. Nighttime.
It's early morning. California's like, it's 1 o'clock. You're like, God damn. It's not 1, but like if you're in Hawaii, it would be great. It's like 8 o'clock.
No, it wasn't.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
It'd be right around like that.
No, it wasn't. Because ours is what time?
3.
Right. So Pacific time is 2.
Right.
So theirs is like midnight.
What time is it in Hawaii? Right now it's 5. So it'd be 3 hours early. So yeah, it'd be midnight.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be midnight.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be midnight.
That wouldn't even be that bad. I could go to sleep at 3. I ain't getting up at 3. And being up till 6 or 7 and being like, what the? Now what do I do? I ain't going to sleep at 7 o'clock.
Pico says Drew is a menace, right? Pico's like add broccoli and tuna or tuna. Yeah, I mean,
Well, broccoli sounds good. Yeah.
I've seen people add peas to it. Broccoli would be okay. Sophie says Chad Gable did almost get released a few times over the years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pico says, I've made a mac and grilled cheese before. Yeah.
There you go.
Have you made a spaghetti like grilled cheese? Like you take leftover spaghetti and then make like you're going to make a grilled cheese and put the spaghetti in the middle of the bread. Like grilled cheese the bread. Robbie says, Sophie, the world doesn't have the same time zones in every country. It's true, they don't.
Yeah, but it's been done in Australia too many times. Like, I mean, for them not to have figured it out.
You know, maybe
America's the bigger audience, though.
Maybe they couldn't get the venue at that day. Maybe they couldn't. I mean, there could be other things at play too. We don't know
okay,
about.
let's pretend that they couldn't.
I'm just saying.
Just for play. You're saying that it's possible for them to clean up and empty that stadium of all the wrestling stuff within a few hours?
I don't know.
I just don't see that.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what they're, when they did the bidding for it, how they had to do it.
No rules, Imperium.
I don't understand why he pierces his nose on both sides because
No
it makes
rules.
his nose look weird.
Ooh, a street fight next week. New Day versus Emporium. New Day Raw.
People's like, sounds good. I need a watch to keep up with time zones. Right?
Oh, I know. I've got some extra clocks I was going to start putting up. Different zones under it. Since
Right.
now they're WWF's doing in other countries, that's great. I was going to do it with football anyways when I had buddies playing in different time zones.
Mm-hmm.
My fantasy sports.
Piccolo, and you could actually make the spaghetti one like an actual grilled cheese. So you could use like mozzarella or Monterey Jack cheese or something like that.
Professional bull rider.
Nice. Oh my god. Fucking Pat McAfee.
He's trying.
He's being a twat face.
Tater.
Hey, you're John Crimmon. He's a professional bull rider out of blah blah, Texas. Like, fuck off, Pat McAfee. Talk normal, you jackass.
No.
Like, what a dumb fucker. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Weirdo. Next time you have spaghetti, if you have it, Piccolo, you should try it. Do a grilled cheese spaghetti sandwich.
But why is Jay coming out last when he's not the champ?
Like, do you like your bread, but it's like garlic bread on the outside? Yeah.
This could be a 20-plus minute match. They're going to let Jey Uso go that long with Gunther.
Piccolo says, it's like Southwestern egg rolls to me.
Yeah. Yeet!
Probably says, come D, he's got to sell it to the viewers. I'll put some hype on it.
Did you eat? Did you yeet yet? I'm so funny.
So funny.
Did you yeet yet?
Wow.
Is Ricochet's girlfriend pregnant?
Why is she got a floof? She got the floof?
She's gotten bigger over the last few months, but now she's wearing bigger clothes too. And it could be because she's eating more, but it also could be maybe there's a baby.
Right.
Yeet!
She got the floofs. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to her. I try not to pay attention to her as much as possible. In all reality. You gonna poop your pants?
Probably. McAfee standing on the desk.
Yeah.
If I knew how to make that on something else, I would change this with wood. Thought about it. This would be nicer if it was wood.
Oh.
Just a little thin piece of wood. So I could stand on it. Jump up and down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeet.
Please no.
But with the glass, they'll probably break.
You think?
Emporium. It's not the stream.
Oh. Robbie says Gunther should bang on his chest. Yeah, he should.
The Mighty Ducks.
Who's the Mighty Ducks?
I don't know. I guess it could also be where the... No, Anaheim would be too far. So yeah, it's the Ducks.
Mm.
Yeet. We are underway. The bell has rang. Big smack right there by Jay.
They're both rated 90 in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what is a Southwestern egg roll?
Florida egg roll.
No, Southwestern.
No.
That'd be like New
Oh, this
Mexico.
I thought I was thinking southeastern. I thought you said southeastern.
That's funny.
Slap. Oh, right on his back. Get him, Gunther. Get him, Gunther. End it. End it soon.
End it in 5 minutes. Robbie's like, Jey Uso, he has to resort to his old tactics to get in. Sure.
Shut the front door. It's called the old shit handle.
I know it was like, oh shit.
It's just the old shit handle. Worst thing in the world is to be in a car with somebody that drives like a wackadoodle and they don't have one of those. You're like, have to like try to. You're like, if you don't, you're just like.
What kind of wackadoodle driving you're talking?
Taking corners at 35 miles an hour. And
Does it matter? Like,
well, if
does
you don't
it
have
depend
something
on
to hold,
the car you're in? I mean,
nah, not really. But
oh,
I mean,
so if you were in a Corvette taking them at 35 miles an hour or a sharp turn, you'd be like, "Where's the old shit handle?" Because you'd be scared out of your mind.
well, it depends on if there was a big bump there or something too.
Why would there be a? Why
Go
would
down
there be a
Old
bump?
Town and find out why there's bumps.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying it exists. You're making it sound like this shit doesn't exist.
God needs to do his business. I bet. But they all need to do their business. They're like, I need to do my business, bitches.
Well,
You want to take these with you? Should we mark them and see what happens? Stop! You're gonna break them. Who fucking does shit like that?
God, you're so weird. You said that with the Butterfinger. Remember that?
Look at the crumbs.
From the bottom, they came to the top.
Yeah, and you do that some more, and they'll just do it some more. What is wrong with you? You're so weird. You're like a child. Ooh, is it breaking it? Let's break it. We should break it. Like, if we fluff them up, delete, it'll seem like there's more. Hey, that's not, no. I'm pretty sure your sister inhaled them like a vacuum cleaner. How is that funny? I know she eats everything in the house when she comes here. And it's usually just the candy stuff that she eats. Pico says, it feels like a hybrid. That's not time efficient. What? Robbie says, oh, do you do that with your cornflakes packet? I don't do fucking anything like that. Like, what the fuck? He doesn't eat cornflakes. Neither do I. I sure in the hell don't do it with my cereal. Well, I take my cereal box and go shake, shake, shake. Well, I wanted to get some more fluff in there. You're weird. You're the one who did what you did. That's weird. Person who's weird is you. They're back live with this Intercontinental Championship against Gunther and Jey Uso. Oh, yeet boy here. Yeet eats. I was like, cornflakes are good with ice cold milk. People says, like from Chili's, you have a mixture of beans, corn, ground beef, and Mexican spices, then roll it up and fry it. Oh, like, so you're talking Tex-Mex type stuff. I don't know, that sounds weird. Oh no, he lost his ear. I think his ear fell off. Oh, it was his earring. He had to make sure it didn't fall out of his face. Maybe you shouldn't wear your jewelry in the ring like a pansy butt. No, it was his earring in his ear. It wasn't his ear. Robbie says D acting like she's too elite to eat cornflakes. I'm not too elite to eat cornflakes. I just don't like eating cornflakes, so I don't eat them. I grew up with cornflakes, and I refuse to eat them ever in my adulthood. Lots. That's why I don't eat them in my adulthood. The kind of cereal I eat nowadays has sugar already on it or with it. So I eat frosted flakes if we're going to go with cornflakes or frosted flakes. So there you go.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
I was like, but as for the spaghetti in between bread, I guess I'll give it a try. I don't know. You'd have to heat up the spaghetti a little bit, right? You couldn't do it cold. It'd be weird. So you'd have to do it warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have to put cheese on it because I think the cheese would help kind of keep it together. So, like, you'd have to do, like, warm spaghetti.
A question.
Do butter with some garlic on the outside of
and then the bread, would you do garlic bread?
Yeah, but
and
you
do
would
it bigger and then kind of either squish it down in the middle or hollow it a little, not a lot.
No, you would just use regular bread like you're going to make a grilled cheese, right? But you'd put butter and a little bit of garlic on the outside of it, and then butter in your pan, or you could do mayo if you're a fan of mayo on your grilled cheeses. I kind of don't like that. I actually just do butter. But you would want to do like...
Oh, Gunther almost had him.
On the bread itself, like the mozzarella cheese or whatever, right? And then you would take your warmed up spaghetti and put it there. But you wouldn't do it like a whole bunch so it would fall out. You just kind of like, right? Kind of in the middle of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then another piece of cheese and the bread and then kind of smush it down a little. And then put it in your pan to grilled cheese it.
Is spaghetti and cheese even good? That doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah. It would be like lasagna. Because it has cheese.
I guess it depends on the cheese, but yeah.
It'd be a white cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like a mozzarella or a Monterey Jack. I mean, you could do provolone probably too. Provolone would probably be okay with it.
Uh-oh, look at that. The Boston crab. Look how deep that is.
It has a light enough taste. Robbie's like Jey Uso fighting back. Yeah. Feels like, Robbie, you're acting sus. Where's your cool British card? Right? The fact that he's like, oh, cornflakes. Robbie's like, D, are they great? Frosted Flakes? No, they're not one of my favorites. Feels like, quick, top 5 cereals of all time.
Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. I liked Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fruity Pebbles.
I can't think of any others.
Golden Grams were really good.
Golden Grams? Okay. That's 4. You got another one?
Well, I mean, I know other cereals, by the way.
Was there any of them that you liked and ate enough of them to say, yeah, this is what
I
liked?
That was kind of my group right there. I mean, obviously, you've got, like, Apple Jacks and, like, the O's.
Yeah.
There's Honey
like
Nut Cheerios.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, yeah. But that's not in my bag.
It's not your bag.
There was Wheaties. There was...
I know.
I know all my
top
cereals.
5 cereals of all time.
Right. I mean, Frosted Mini Wheat, maybe. Those were pretty good. Remember them?
What was it? Sorry.
Frosted Mini Wheat.
Oh. Never ate those.
They were really good when they were little, but there's so much frosting on them that's just sugar.
Right. Robbie says D, cool, and how much sugar should you add? To what?
Frosted
Are you
Flakes.
talking about, like, actual, like, cornflakes? Like, you probably shouldn't add any sugar to them. Like, why get in that to add sugar when you can just get Frosted Flakes? The sugar's already added. You don't need to add any sugar. It's weird. Phil says, I will probably use sourdough. That would be good. That'd be a good sourdough. Give it a little bit of a tangy. Feels like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah. Feels like I am a fan of Raisin Bran clusters.
Yeah, I mean, Raisin Bran's up there. I'm not a huge fan because it's just Wheaties with raisins in it.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
But I don't know what crunch is.
Kool-Aid, the drink. Oh, I'm sorry. Till your mama says it's not. I don't know. Your ancestors tell you that there's enough. I don't know. Measure with your heart. How much sugar should you add to Kool-Aid?
I don't know, a couple handfuls, and then just stir it up.
Just pour it in until you're like, that seems good.
I'm pretty sure that's what I did when I was a kid.
Right?
My mom would have this bag of sugar, and I would just...
Right. And what was your favorite flavor?
Probably cherry.
Oh, I figured you'd say the red.
Isn't that red? Cherry?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I figured you'd say the red.
Oh, I don't know what it was called.
Because that's usually how you talk about those things.
Red.
The red was my favorite. Like, dude, there's like multiple reds. No, the red. Okay, like fruit punch? No, the red.
It was definitely the red one. That's why I said strawberry, maybe? I don't know what it was. Cherry? I have no idea. I remember, so like my mom always made it when I was little, right?
Right.
And so they were in these tiny little packets.
There still are, but yeah.
And she had them in a drawer. Mm-hmm. And so I knew that they were delicious, right? That's delicious. So I would rip them open and try to eat them.
Oh God! Ew!
They are not.
Fuck! They're not delicious. Out of the bag.
And your whole entire face will be dyed by it, and it won't go away.
You have punch mouth.
My tongue would be like purple or whatever. My lips.
Your mom would be like,
"What'd you do?" Nothing. I wasn't trying to eat Kool-Aid out of the packet. Don't do that, by the way. It's so like, hey, like it hits you like that, like it hurts in here.
Ew.
Like it's bitter or whatever a lemon is, sour. But it's just like, ugh. I'm like, how's it so good when you add water? I was like 5.
And sugar. You have to have sugar.
Well, I didn't know that part.
It's great. People's like, ha ha ha. Robbie's like, Cocoa Pops is the one.
Cocoa Pops. Yeah, Cocoa Puffs were really good.
I was like, is there a strawberry flavored cereal? You know what? They did, like, put a strawberry one that made the milk pink. I'm pretty sure. Just the last few years, I think they did it. They might have had one a long time ago when we were kids, but I know that I've seen it lately. I never ate that.
What the hell is it? Why can't I pick that? Like,
it's like Cocoa Puff.
By the way, there is one that's kind of a blob, but really good. Lucky Charms. That's my 5.
Oh, because of the marshmallows make it kind of sweet.
Horses, hoops, balls, bears, elephants, lions. That was a different one. That was the circus fruit.
Oh.
You ever have the circus one?
No. We didn't get those kind of cereals when we were kids.
Horses, hoops, balls, bears, elephants, lions.
No, we didn't get those kind of.
Oh, my Lucky Charms. We
didn't get anything with sugar in it when we were kids. We got Cheerios, plain Cheerios. My dad ate Wheaties, and we had Corn Flakes. Every once in a while, I could talk my mom into getting Kits. And we had, like, Rice Krispies.
Kits was so weird. I know what you're talking. It was okay, though, but I know what it is.
Yeah. That's what we got as kids, dude. You know the only time we got sugared cereal? Ranch. When we went to the ranch and went camping.
You got the little
and we got the boxes. And we would fight over the fucking sugared cereal and who was going to eat which ones. Because...
You have like a draft. With the first pick, delete the takes.
Because my mom would only get one thing, you know, and only had so many in there. And they always had things in there too. So, yeah. Like, sugar, like, Smacks. We never ate those.
Smacks wasn't bad. They were weird. The golden Smacks or whatever they were called. With the frog.
Yeah. The little rice puffs.
That would probably be in my top 7 if I had to make a real list.
More
I forgot
list.
about Lucky Charms, but Lucky Charms would have definitely been in there. But I think a lot of that just had something to do with the commercial. What was the Trix?
Yeah, Trix.
Trix was good because the commercial,
right.
But it really wasn't that great. But there again, it's probably a top 7 from my childhood.
Get him, Gunther. Get him,
I was going to tell you to do that, and I forgot. flying T-Rex. Like a flying giraffe. I don't know what the hell he's seeing.
He's a flying T-Rex. Piccola says, thoughts of strawberry yoo-hoo. Well, considering that I'm not a huge fan of regular yoo-hoo, I've probably never tried strawberry yoo-hoo.
Or quick.
Well, it's different because yoo-hoo isn't milk. Everybody thinks it is, but it's not. It's a chocolate-flavored drink. It's like water almost, but it's a chocolate-flavored drink. It's not.
Get him, Gunther, in this. Put him out of his misery.
Pickle is laughing, and Pickle says, I have kicks in the cupboard. I may have a bowl after the stream. Nice. Robbie says, did you rate granola cereal? Grape nuts?
Dude, fucking grape nuts is a hard eat, man.
Are you talking like grape nuts, dude? Barf-a-ronies. Any kind of granola cereal. No, thank you. Like, as an adult, I really don't eat a lot of cereal, guys. Like, I didn't really eat a lot as a kid either. It just wasn't something that was a normal staple in my house. My mom was a stay-at-home mom who got up every morning and usually made her kids breakfast before we went to school, especially when we were in elementary school. I was a spoiled, rotten kid. I really was. And so I didn't really eat a lot of cereal. Very rarely did we eat cereal for breakfast, let alone any other time. On the weekends, sometimes. But my mom made breakfast on the weekends, too. So, you know. Sometimes we'd eat it, like, if we got up really early to watch cartoons.
Jay up top.
Before my parents were up. And my mom
Splashes
would make
down.
breakfast until, like, 10. Oh, the time?
Limit draw. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's Sami Zayn, maybe?
No, it's Jimmy.
Jimmy! Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care.
So who was going to win?
Jay had him pinned.
Oh.
It wouldn't be over. All he'd have to do is count. The bell doesn't end a match. The referee ends a match.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
But it distracted him enough that he's going to get taken out.
Big chop. Putting him to sleep. No, Gunther. Getting pinned. Almost lost the Intercontinental title there. Gunther spit on himself.
Right? Oh, God.
Oh, security got taken out.
Rise ID. No dried fruit in your cereal. We eat raisins in our cereal. That's a dried fruit. Had oatmeal with raisins.
Got him. Haha, Gunther wins.
Wheaties. My dad would put raisins in his Wheaties. I never ate Wheaties, though. That was a little too much for me. Couldn't handle those.
Wheaties are okay. But they're not, the best. You gotta eat your Wheaties so you can be Hulk Hogan.
Right?
This is good. This means they're going to be close together again. Jimmy and Jay.
Right. Pickle says, I give it the same rating as pudding twigs and pine cones poured over milk. Right? It's just granola cereal's nasty.
Look at they did the WrestleMania sign in the background. To hint.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got WrestleMania match, Jimmy and Jay. Like we didn't know already.
Feels like dried nuts and yogurts. Oh.
They should make it loser leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, get his foolness out of there, fool.
But
He's
then
a
it breaks
fool.
his heart, so he can't pin his brother.
Oh, no.
And so they draw, and then they both leave. They both stay. And they become tag team partners again because of the love. So much love.
So much love.
Like he would have kicked out anyways. He was looking at his hand.
Yeah.
Did we just see that the other day? Was that in AEW that we saw that?
What?
Somebody had rang the bell.
Maybe. I don't remember it, but yeah, it could have been.
I wonder why Tony Khan would do it on both shows.
I don't know.
You didn't screw him out of nothing. Gunther won clean. What the fuck are they watching?
I don't know. Weirdness.
The match wasn't over. The referee stopped counting. That's his fault.
Yeah, he shouldn't have stopped counting.
Jimmy again.
Oh no.
Hurt his rib that time though. Look at him.
Oh, goody gumdrops and weirdness that's happening on TV right now. Weirdos.
Jimmy forgot
What did he forget?
who his brother is.
Oh. He's like, no. He's like, no matter how big you get, I'm still a brother.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever, buddy.
Yeah, got a better arrest record.
I drink better.
No matter what, man. I'm the big brother.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for Monday Night Raw. That was the go-home show for Elimination Chamber that's happening this Saturday, the 24th of February in Perth, Australia. But we'll be back again on Wednesday.
For AEW Dynamite. Probably. So it's free.
We'll be back again on Wednesday for, of course, AEW Dynamite. So join us then. Thanks, everybody.
And thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.